It is, I know, yeah, I know, yeah. Let me suck them titties, baby. No, yeah, let me suck them titties, baby. Let me suck them titties, baby. I know. Suck them titties on the west side. Suck them titties on the breast side. Best titties I ever had. Oh, let me suck them titties right now. From the night turn to dawn, girl. Suck one, maybe two. And then boy gone. Yeah. Let me suck them titties, baby. Oh, yeah. Let me suck them titties, baby.
What the fuck are you wearing, bro?
Yeah, man, got into crypto. Windfall, bitch. A couple of these altcoins in the portfolio went through the roof. And them NFTs I copped, yeah, up like 100x.
Whoa.
Thought my MetaMask wallet was gonna blow the server. IYKYK. If you know, you know. That's all I'm saying. Shit. It all tanked, bro. Some whales must have swam through a rug pull on the NFTs. Market's on a downswing. ETH's dropping like a landslide. I'm hurting, baby.
Bro, that was 2 seconds ago.
You don't understand the game. It's brutal. You think you can Venmo me like $5, man? I'll get you back, I promise.
Yeah, chill, man. I got you. Jeez. That go through?
Yep. Took those $5, threw it down on a meme coin, a little gaming token I heard about on Reddit. Just did my research. Do your own research. It's not a big deal, so back to the moon. Hodl on this one all day. Oh, boy. You think you can Venmo me another $5?
But when you go all in on something, I would say that does take conviction. Now, your conviction might be.
How many chairs are you sitting on right now?
One.
Are you all in on the chair? The point really is you put on one pair of glasses. You've got one pair of AirPods right now. You're looking at me through one screen. You're using one microphone. That's a one microphone. Like, you trust it? Is that conviction? Seems kind of scary. Why don't you diversify? Why don't you use 10 microphones? The point really is, things in your life, do you drive in 10 cars at the same time or one car at one time? Do you drive down one street? Aren't you afraid that you're driving down one street? Do you take a different way? You know? So my point really is, if you're you get on one airplane, are you convicted? You put your entire family on the one airplane, aren't you afraid? There is no second best. Asset. Well, Bitcoin is the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best. There's no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right? Right? There's no second best, okay? But take all your money, buy Bitcoin, then take all your time, figure out how to borrow more money to buy more Bitcoin, then take all your time and figure out what you can sell to buy Bitcoin. And if you absolutely love the thing that you don't want to sell it, go mortgage your house and buy Bitcoin with it. And if you've got a business that you love because your family works for the business that's in your family for 37 years and you can't bear to sell it, mortgage it, finance it, and convert the proceeds into the hardest money on earth.
I don't even need your love, but you treat me like a stranger and I feel so loved. No, you didn't have to stoop so low. Had your friends collect your records and you change your number. I guess that I don't need that though. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know.
Hey, what's going on, you guys? Hey, Discord Syndicate in the house. What's up?
What's up, buddy?
Mortgage your house, mortgage your kids, mortgage SJ's bus. Because we're buying Pulsechain.
Yeah. And find a place where you can sell small animals on the corner for extra cash.
You guys, I've opened a gang of check cashing places to finance. Well, what's up, man?
Not much, man. How you been?
Been doing good, man. How you like the studio?
Love it. Moving up again. Moving up again.
We're much higher in the buildings and stuff, man. I should show you the whole side of the. We can literally see the whole strip from right here.
Really?
Yeah. But old school stream, man. How you been, dude?
Been good. Just busy. You know, end of the year. Bear market's over with. Bull market's kicking in. Pulsechain tour still going, so we're just gonna get out there and do it again during the bull market.
So, like, how many stops are you gonna do this year? You think? Because is it all U.S.? Are you going Europe?
No, we're gonna be doing some global stuff too.
Okay.
So we're gonna go to Europe. I think we're gonna go to Australia. We're gonna hit London. You know, I think Italy. We have a cruise with the crypto spa book guys. We're gonna do a cruise with them.
Yeah.
And then
might want to talk on the mic and stuff a little bit.
Oh,
yeah.
Get a little fur away. There we go.
There you go.
How's that right there? Right there. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do is hit the globe this time and just bring awareness to Pulsechain and Richard Heart ecosystem and what's going on there. A couple other projects too, but yeah, see how they pan out. So
I'm kind of like a little surprised right now with what's going on because like Pulsechain's pumping, you know, incentive tokens pumping, and everything in the Pulsechain ecosystem is pumping, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's some people that are kind of salty, and like I mean, you were kind of talking about like why, right?
Well, you know, I mean, we got to look at the history and everything, right, and the community. I mean, they're gonna have growing pains, period. But I've been trying to figure out what this like phenomenon or syndrome is with what's going on with some of the people, and it's there are some of the OGs that, you know, hey, they just kind of faded off into obscurity, went back to work and did what they had to do during the bear market to make it or whatever. Some of them stayed around and braved through it. And then some of us just kept going forward, you know, building businesses, you know, funding businesses, even in the bear market,
taking shots on movies.
Making movies.
Making
movies.
I mean, that was no matter what, it was a big event. I still was shocked how many people were flooding it. Though I have to say, and I've said this before, you know, I've called you the villain of the movie.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, you have to understand from my point of view, dude. Like, I mean, like I filled up so we sold out all the showings here in Las Vegas, right? Like it just happened. This wasn't planned. I had the crypto mindset event here last year, and it happened to land on the same week. You guys are theatrical release for the Pulse. So I was like, hey, more than fuck yeah, let's do it.
Double party.
We're double party, so let's do it. We're watching the movie together. And then I'm just watching all my buddies on the silver screen or on the screen. And I'm just like, oh my God.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it was a lot of fun and I think necessary. Yeah. I mean, look at that movie. So when we were out shopping the movie around, you know, they they watched the movie. They said, "Man, this is a great movie," but that's not the direction we're taking with crypto. They said it wasn't nefarious enough. They wanted nefarious. They wanted murder for hire. They wanted drugs. They wanted money laundering.
The Epstein stuff's hot right now.
They wanted all that, and they didn't want a movie that actually took an objective look at a crypto, a founder, a community, the detractors. They didn't want to put that together yet. So it's obvious that mainstream, even though they're trying to get their hands in on crypto, they still don't want it. You know what I mean? They still don't want it.
You want to know some bullshit? All right, you guys, if you guys go on my stream right now and hit the fucking like button. But besides that, if you go on my YouTube channel and you check all the lives, every live stream I've done, the last 10 or 12 live streams I've done have been like, not monetized, but limited, basically. The last one that I had that was fully monetized, believe it or not, is hottest altcoin picks. I fucking shit. These fucking
you kill it. You kill it.
It's so stupid, dude. Like
I gotta do one of those.
They fucking watch. It's so stupid. It makes me mad. Like I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do. I just have you seen? I don't even have to say the YouTube. Every other YouTuber is hottest 10 altcoins, 15 this, 15 fucking that. So I was like, all right, I just put hottest altcoin titles as a throwaway, whatever, right? The only one that wasn't demonetized, it was fucking fully pushed out. It did a shit ton of views, and I was like, God damn it! It's because YouTube literally, I can't make hex specific. I can't do phantom. Anything specific, semi-monetized. Yeah. But you make one about hot altcoin, something about saying stupid hot alt. They love that. They want because they're trying to get you to gamble. Yeah. I mean, we're in Las Vegas, but it kind of is what it is.
Well, back to the phenomenon with the what's going on in the community. We went through, a bull market with Hex launching in the bull, and we all kind of like got together and there was a lot of camaraderie because we were all going for the same thing. We were all trying
I miss a little bit, which I do miss.
Oh man, it was great. Back then with the way all of us were, hanging out and the first meetup, the first Hex meetup, that was cool. And, it was a lot of fun. And then we saw all kinds of coins come and go, all of Trevon's and all their freaking, Hourglass games and Crane
Hourglass.
What's his name? Craig.
Yeah. What was that stupid coin called? Axis.
Yeah. There was all kinds of different, stuff that came out, and we all talked about it, and hey, and then some of them turned out to be scams. Some of them just Hourglass games.
I think all of them came out.
All of them.
Most
all of them. Yeah. I mean, there were very few that actually, like Hedron and a couple other things that actually.
That was actually like the first one, really.
What was that?
Was the first one that wasn't a scam? Was Hedron actually?
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, because everything else didn't completely flopped. Yeah, completely flopped. I mean, I'm not talking but this is like pre-Pulsechain stuff, Pulsechain, I think a lot of this stuff's going to make it, but we'll see. A bear market's tough, dude. A bear market's tough. I mean, we've had the community go all Bud Light on us. We had from Island Boys to and just to go back to the first thing we were saying in the stream, we were just talking about this off screen, was kind of it's crazy how some people are still mad right now. And one of the reasons why is a lot of them sold their coins to speculate into altcoins in the Pulsechain ecosystem, and they were caught off a position on this Pulsechain pump,
or they got in at the top.
And
they've rode it all the way down, and then there was some of the people that some of the seasoned people that have been in crypto for a while went and made plays on other cryptos, and some of them did well. And I think that's the other thing people are mad about, is that some of them went over there and gambled and came back with some money, and that's not palatable to some people. And now there's these RH, maximalists that are out there that are just putting words in Richard's mouth now. Richard's not saying jack shit, but there's people out there saying, "Oh, Richard doesn't, like what you're doing, and Richard, would be against that, and blah 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 blah, and that's why Richard unfollowed." No.
I was going to say something really off. I'm just not going to say it, but it's reminding me of a religion here on this planet. I'm not going to say which one.
Well, it's and it's always been that way, and there's a few people that are just gonna, be like that. I mean, it's one thing to admire somebody and their intellect, their teaching skills, their position within the ecosystem here, but it's another to like make absolutes.
Yeah.
And to shun other people for not feeling the same way about this guy you do.
Right.
Or the same way about his ecosystem that you do. To each his own. Everybody, I got into this thing because of Richard, and it's changed, my life completely for generations. And
Right.
I just don't see how beating on everybody else out there trying to make their way or do things is doing any good for the community. It's like, go out and do your thing. Go out and make a better place and make a better stream and talk better about things and make people understand, do your thing. You don't need to go out sniping people. It's like, what use is that?
But I mean, it got really popular to do that because basically there was nothing to do during the bear market. And it was all social media shit. Everyone became a social media gangster, or it was like, let me create drama and it's going to get views. And I mean, but it's pushed out. I mean, that's what gets, I mean, the algorithm on YouTube pushes that shit. And same thing with Twitter. I mean, all of it pushes that. But everyone's a bunch of fucking monkeys. Let's
stream monkeys stream. We're streaming monkeys. That's what we used to call ourselves, as streaming monkeys, because, I mean, we streamed every day. We did everything we could for the ecosystem, and and Richard, he didn't really praise us, or and so I don't know. It's kind of weird to me the way things are going these days with it all. I mean, I appreciate the having true DeFi now, having real DeFi available,
right.
And Richard gets all the credit for that, for putting it out. And, and I'm just going to go out and teach people about it and try and bring crypto to mainstream, because, if we don't open up the tent for everybody, if we don't, try and make it palatable for everybody, we got to make it simple. We got to make it inviting. We got to attract people, because this is a volunteer army. We're not here. We don't have advertising or any of that kind of stuff. It's all word of mouth and people telling stories, and if things are too memey or fucking, people backbiting each other all the time, it's just unattractive. People, people don't really want to get it. And then again, we're talking about two things here. We've got a community and Twitter space and all that kind of stuff, that some people out there in the investment world don't even fucking look at that shit.
No.
They're like, that's not going to be my thing.
I mean, we're basically trying to, I mean, like a lot of the big VCs, I mean, they're just like, deals are just getting brought up to them and they put money in. So they're actually talking to the founder. How much? All right, cool. I got an allocation. Just give us a heads up on the call.
Well, most of the hex whales, they're like that. They're not out there in social media. I know a few of them, and they're not, they don't want to be in the public eye.
Yeah.
But they're the ones that made Hex pump. So and it's, you need the whales.
Yeah. Do we have any super chats, Kyle? Let's see.
Right now. We got the masculine investor saying, what's a realistic time frame for Pulse or PulseX to reach $1? Is it wise to DCA for years into the ecosystem you believe in without selling?
My brother in Christ. Oh my God. I mean, let's just say we can keep up the growth, right? It'd be like 3 cycles or something.
You got some chicken bones or something you could throw on the table?
I mean, we got the gauntlet there. There you go, brother. Just make a snap.
If I put it on, I can feel the power.
I'm over here calling for like a maximum of 3 cent top, and like,
3 cent top moon math.
I mean, that's a moon math, man.
$1, man.
$1, bro.
Holy shit! Do you know how much I'd dump on your head if Pulsechain went to $1 tomorrow?
And clicked. And clicked. No, dude, I can buy Wisconsin. Cash.
If I wanted some cheese, I'd buy Wisconsin.
Bro, I mean, you buy the Raiders, I buy the 49ers.
And fire everybody. That damn Raider team needs to be fired.
I hired Bill Belichick. And shit. I know he's looking for he's looking for a new team apparently.
Oh, jeez.
But
I don't want to get into.
Oh my God. But look, all is possible, but with enough time frame. Like that is like we'd be lucky if we hit the cents mark this run. You know, I mean, but $1 is kind of like but who knows? You know?
Who knows with the financial energy that's coming into crypto right now, bro? I am seeing the moves. You know, I watched the whale moves. And just it's been going off for the last week straight. I mean, billions of dollars a day are moving behind the scenes. So these bags are getting packed.
The ETF was really like one of the kind of like a sound call for a lot of these whales and stuff that are starting to move.
Yeah.
Because even though the inflows don't look like a lot of money's moving, but money is, some people are starting to divest because people don't understand too, when the ETFs came out that you had grayscale convert from to an actual ETF. A lot of them are trying to get out into cash and stuff. So that's one of the reasons you're seeing a lot of like net outflows and inflows. But over time, we now have a way for like this retirement money to start coming in.
Yeah.
And these guys holding Bitcoin, what they do is just speculate on Ethereum and other coins, all these exchanges, and then the money starts flowing. It's kind of weird. Like I say this all the time, it's Reaganomics a little bit. Like trickle down economics actually works in crypto. It doesn't work in the regular markets, but it actually, because with liquidity pools and everything like that, Hart's law and stuff like that. But get the super chat, Kyle.
Then we have Fiat with the $400 super chat. If you own any piece of Pulsechain, you are winning right now. Act like it, folks.
That's
Act like you're winning.
A lot of people sold the bottom, man. But shout out to the team, man. Yeah, like you guys are killing it right now on fame, and I think right now, what's called Flux and stuff is the 8th biggest DEX right now or something like that. So not bad, man. I mean, they're killing it.
I'm rooting for all these guys that are building out here on Pulsechain.
Yeah, man. So we got to stream with you guys pretty soon, stuff. So we're gonna grab a stream with the Fiat guys pretty soon. So shout out to them. But this is another thing too. They Richard just recently shouted out both their lending market as well as their leverage DEX as well. Fame. And people were like, "What?" And then, of course, after that, it's like, the holy God of Richard Hart just said, "This is scripture now. Now, may I invest?" And like,
now we can stop beating on those guys, right?
Dylan, no more dresses now. Okay, cool. No more. You are cool with me, brother. Listen here, right? And now, now because Richard Hart retweeted them, they're like, I always like those guys. Really? Okay. Bro, I've seen some guys take such a fucking 180, dude. That's fucking crazy. Hit a Pepe, Kyle. Hit a Pepe for that. That's so crazy. Oh, let's go ahead.
Now it's like,
Yeah. And Ink's gone up quite a lot. I mean, it's done like from I think 30 cents was the low. Make it on 20. You don't remember? I know. Let's just say 30 cents is the low, right? For incentive token, where's it sitting at like 250?
It's up there.
Yeah,
$2.
Hey, I mean the yield.
Oh, that thing's gonna go.
That thing's gonna go up and stuff. And if you guys remember what I've talked about before in the other streams and stuff like that, I'll say it earlier in the stream, not at the back half, but that I believe there is going to be upgrades for the incentive token that are going to come out.
Oh, of course.
It's based off of Pancake Swap, but there's Pancake Swap has now added something called Ultrasound Cake. They're now Ultrasound Cake, and I wouldn't be surprised that we get some of those tokenomics added onto incentive token. Not within like 6 months, but like you never know in a year. It could happen.
So what do you? Okay,
it's over $3 now. My bad.
Let's look at this thing macro right now, just to dump into what you just said. So crypto came out, Bitcoin, peer-to-peer transaction, double spend, stop, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Ethereum comes out. Okay, now we could program these things to do good shit.
Okay.
Right. We scammed for 10 years, 7 years, whatever.
7 years, yeah.
7 or 8 years. And then finally people started making DeFi. DEXs, perpetuals,
2020,
all of this stuff. And now we're seeing all of this morphing. Like you said, Pancake Swap, Super Cake, fucking whatever the fuck, all this bullshit. Leverage trading, loans, boom, boom. So all these things are starting to come out on different protocols and whatnot. And I know that there's a lot of teams out there that want to do it all. They're
Yeah.
like, okay, we want to do loans and we want to do margin trading and single-sided staking and all this shit, and they're falling short instead of, and then some of them are just launching one product and then trying to build another
which I've
product.
seen that's what usually succeeds.
So
Trading on your
what do
product.
you think that looks like in the future here for, are these things going to finally morph and one come out? Like once everybody puts everything together, it's like, okay, well, I'm going to steal all these ideas and boom, here's a platform and our crypto and everything. Boom, over here. Do you think we're going to see that? Or you think we're going to be piecemealing for the next 5 years?
I think we're going to still be piecemeal because they don't have, there's no way, they don't have it all. They don't have it all done. We don't have sharding, right? I mean, because Pulsechain itself is copied off of Ethereum 2.0. And once we have sharding on Ethereum, we have sharding on basically 80% of L1s. So it's really going to be a contest of just creating the best robust systems and kind of creating these kind of platforms. But,
you think Ethereum's going to do that this bull run?
No.
Hey, guess what we got now?
No. But to tell you the truth, they shocked people with Ethereum 2.0.
Right.
But there is an upgrade coming for it. I think it comes in if they're fast with it, it'll come out late this year, but it should come out sometime in the summer of next year. We're going to have a fee reduction of 10x on Ethereum. It's an FVM. It's basically an upgrade to the Ethereum virtual machine. The cool thing is we can add that out to Pulsechain. So we can make Pulsechain 10 times faster, cheaper, and we can have some more smart contracts per block. Pretty cool upgrade. It's a Phantom-based upgrade that's going to be that's partly funded by GitLab and the Ethereum Foundation. They put money into it and stuff like that. They put money into it and everything like that. So we're going to have these upgrades happen to Ethereum, but it's happening way later on. We've had proto dank shards, which is basically a throughput upgrade that we can have onto the L2s. But it's all about who's using it. And two, the best marketing is price go up, no matter what.
Yeah.
So
and price go up makes things still get worse.
Right. So and here's the thing too, right? Like watch this. The biggest technology that's happened in this bear market in terms of like a brand new thing, like Uniswap was a 0 to 1 thing, right? Hex would really popularize staking. I mean, realistically, Hex really popularized long-term staking and thinking and stuff like that. It's Bitcoin with staking, and then you had Uniswap 0 to 1. We can finally exchange on dexes and stuff. The last one that was like the first, like I don't know if I can classify it as like it was before and after, right? But it was basically what Fame's like based off of GMX. Right. GMX was a huge one because you've evolved, like it's Uniswap, but you can actually get leverage. You can leverage trade, and that's pretty significant. That's a pretty significant upgrade. But we have the same thing now on Pulsechain. But that's the problem, is that when you create something new, they can hold it for a little bit, but eventually it'll be copied, forked, and everyone else has it. Everyone else you get grandfathered.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like all these technologies are coming out that are useful, but who's gonna kind of bring them all in and see? Because in order to use all these things, you got to know what this one is and that one is and this one is and that one is, and figuring out the tech itself is one thing, but going and finding where to use it. And then so that's great for the crypto bros. It's great for people that are in crypto, but at what point are we going to get this to mainstream? At what point is this going to be easy enough and in a simple enough package that we can have mainstream adoption? Because this space is too small. Yeah. And now it's going to grow. It's going to grow by leaps and bounds because of institutional money coming in. Yeah. These are going to be very uneducated people that come into the space.
Oh, they're going to get chopped too.
And they're going to get chopped up.
Yeah. And then we're gonna feast. We're gonna feast. We're gonna feast, and
then
we're gonna go straight into famine.
And we're gonna go into famine, and we're gonna be like, where'd everybody go?
And then
what happened to our people? Our adoption? Yeah. We're not gonna get adoption this time. We're going to get a big giant pump. We're gonna get a bunch of plebs come in. We're gonna get a bunch of people wrecked. We're gonna make money. Those of you in the chat room who know what you're doing, and us, we're gonna make money.
Because you were here right now. You were here last year. That's the people here in 2022, late 2022, the people who made it to 23 and bought the lows, and the people who are even here now, because people will not, like the most normies, like the smartest normie won't think of looking at crypto until the Bitcoin halving. Bitcoin halving will happen sometime in April, May, and they're like, holy crap. The next time they'll look at it is like when Bitcoin crosses its all-time high again. That's like the first warning bell. Like,
yeah. Oh, then it goes. Then everything goes freaking nuts,
bananas, right? And it's within this year that's going to happen.
Yeah, we're
having the happening. Then we're going to have talks about the Ethereum ETF, the Solana ETF, Litecoin ETF. Believe that shit.
Hex ETF.
Maybe next cycle. Actually, next cycle maybe. You know, that's actually not that like you know, $1 Pulsechain. Okay, maybe not 3 cycles, but like, or like, you know, 1, 2, 3, right? Sometime in the 2030s possibly, but a Pulsechain ETF is possible next cycle. That's not completely out of the realm of possibility because these like what's going to happen is more of the institutions are going to come in, and this, just to go back to your point of like where could this possibly all go, is that we still haven't gone the big players in, because we are going to have tokenized equities, we're going to have tokenized real estate. That doesn't really I promise you that does not start really happening until next cycle. Next cycle is when we're going to start getting.
I can't see it happening this cycle.
No, not
there's nobody's ready.
It's too early. We're barely getting the ETFs.
And there isn't a blockchain that can support all that stuff yet.
No, not yet. No, it's just, and they're going to have their own block. They're going to, like, these guys are like, it's gone to the point now they'll just roll their own chain in order for you to play in that play.
Yeah. That's probably these projects, these Web3 things. They're all going to probably just roll their own chains, and and then hope for cross chain. Compatibility,
kind of compatibility and stuff like that. But these Larry Fink of BlackRock, he's been one of the guys, like, believe it or not, like, he's been the guy pushing for the ETF, got it finally passed through. And on top of that, he's been the main guy kind of in the traditional space talking about tokenizing equities, which is going to be really funny, because what's going to happen is, like, let's just say something like, it's going to be like a Tesla or an Apple that's going to do it. Tesla's going to probably Tesla, right? Tesla comes in with their Tesla stock. There's going to be 1 million shares. And then the Tesla stock, because there's so little shares because people are buying the Tesla shares, you might have like 3 times the price for Tesla on the blockchain that you do on. And the same thing's going to happen when you tokenize real estate. Like, let's just say we have a property here here in Vegas for $1 million, right?
Yeah,
it's going to be broken up into 1,000 pieces, $1,000 each. And what's going to happen is this so many people will be buying and selling it, that this little piece of real estate will go to like $4,000 or $5,000 per share. And we're talking about we made a fucking $1 million property to $4 or $5 million bucks. And then even, that's what's going to happen in the next cycle to sometime in the early 2030s. Because like, if we're looking out, right, the next top is going to be in 28, 29. The one after that is going to be sometime in 33, 34.
So there's nothing new under the sun. They're going to be doing cloud real estate.
Yeah, straight up.
Like when homeboys were selling, they'd sell one Bitcoin mining server. They'd sell it to like 100,000 people.
I should have hit the right back meme. No. Next time he says something, I'm like, get it, go.
Intermission sign.
We'll be right, but we're expecting technical difficulties. But that's what's gonna happen. So like, but it's because that's happened in the past. We just like add our technology to it, and we see. But people are gonna do the same shit again. They're like, we keep repeating history, but you can profit off of that. Of course, like, we know what it is. And eventually, once a crash happens, people finally realize it's stupid. And then you actually can get fair market value. You actually get like a more stable market, Yeah. And the reason why tokenized equity will be good. And the cool thing is too, you'll be able to use Hex to buy it. You'll be able to use your T shares possibly one day as collateral to get loans on like piece, like, and like what you're going to invest into in the blockchain in terms of fractional real estate is not going to be to get a house to live in. No, it's going to be so you can make rental income. So let's just say I had I don't know, $100 million property and split up into like tens of thousands of pieces. And basically let's just say $1,000 share will pay me $10 of USDC a month. And what they'll do is like that real estate property will be put into a trust that's going to be added to a real estate company that's going to help manage it, keep it full, take whatever profits they make from rent, they're going to make sure it gets painted, taken care of. They're going to take their chunk of cash out, and the leftover capital is going to be split amongst all equal shareholders.
Yeah, it's cool.
USDC. And that's exactly how it's going to work out.
It's going to give everybody the opportunity to invest in anything they want to,
and that's what's going to happen
in little pieces.
Now I'm not going to go like you'll own nothing and you'll eat the bugs, right? But that's probably where we're going to head, because I mean, like, in order to keep the Ponzi's up, right? Like real estate needs to keep. I mean, it's sad to say, but like, this is the fucking truth, and I'm not going to lie to you guys. Like, real estate needs to keep going up. the stock market needs to keep going up, crypto needs to keep going, everything, and they need to, and they're going to print more money.
Yeah. Well, I mean, think of how valuable that is, because like we saw it this last run in 20 when every kid on the playground had the Robinhood app.
Oh yeah, yeah,
all buying
Dogecoin, Dogecoin, or fucking or GameStop.
Now imagine, let's educate the general public a little bit more and say, okay, well now you can have a portfolio that owns a piece of a supercar, a piece of a real estate, a piece of a grocery store, or all these different things. Now your portfolio is diversified in all kinds of different assets, and of course tokenized. So I think that's
you can have exposure to anything you like.
Yeah, and that's you can have you can expose yourself, and then hey, reduce your risk, move it around,
and we're going to be considered the old timers, because we're going to be like back in the day when the stock market actually gave good returns, and you can like when the stock market was more, I would say, like more cowboys and Indians or whatever they say, like back in the day, like you would actually have like most stockbrokers were just picking stocks out instead of like ETFs and stuff like that, right? What's going to happen is that like I think someone in the chat said, like, it sounds like you're basically investing in REITs, and it's going to be sort of like we're doing like a self-directed IRA where we can buy individual, like me and you, we're making our own retirement fund, so we buy our own individual pieces of real estate, stocks, cryptos, whatever we like, and eventually people are just going to buy the indices. So we're going to be like old school cowboy and like old school like basically Wall Street investors, where we're actually like being a little more speculative and dangerous, and actually investing in, like, I own a shit ton of Tesla and Apple versus like I own the S&P 500, or I own like a real estate REIT or whatever, right? Yeah, but that's just how it's going to go.
I like to see when the stock market gets tokenized and they start
bringing it over,
getting rid of all that, right?
I mean, and like there's one of the biggest things I've talked about this, like, and I haven't heard too many people talk about this, but one of the reasons why this is going to happen is because the stock market's all about trying to make the market more efficient and more valuable. If the market's worth, like, I don't know, like I forgot how many tens of trillions of dollars, I think it's like $30 trillion market that stocks are worth, at least in the US. If that's how much that's worth, and it's only open Monday to Friday bank hours, imagine we're adding 2 extra days plus 16 hours each day more.
Yeah,
it's just we're talking about literally like a 3.5x more time.
Yeah, it's better
of trading. Like it's just incredible. And then just off of that alone, and then too, if there's trading, right, and every time there's a buy and a sell, a fund can make a little bit of money, because like what I think what's going to end up happening with a lot of these funds, they're going to add a little bit of volume bonuses, but like they're going to add some sort of volume bonus where like every time a share is bought and sold, there's going to be like sort of like I feel like all these tokens are going to add eventually like a buy and burn, not a buy and burn, but more like just a burn, like a fee. So every time you sell, there's going to be like a 0.1% of whatever you sell, you're going to have to give them as a fee. Yeah. So by having it
like an NFT does.
Yeah, like an NFT does, right? Paying back to the main holder. What's going to happen is when the stock market's open, that 3 times longer a week, right? In terms of the hours of trading, all that volume is going to actually bring in extra revenue, because if you're going to be trading and moving around all these ETFs, that's going to bring more money to the main ETF or whatever, or the holders of, sort of like if you're like, imagine this, imagine if you held Hex, every time someone sold Hex, you actually got to keep some of the Hex.
Yeah.
Like, or extra t-shirt yield. Or whatever.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it. But hey, let's talk about what's going on in Vegas, man. So we're throwing an event in Vegas.
We're putting an event together with you guys.
Yep. With us. Yep.
So March 6th through the 9th, we're going to be putting on a seminar. Pulsechain tour is going to be kicked off. We're kicking off here on the 27th in Cali. We're having a big party at Exotic Rentals. And
what is it going to be like? Just checking out the cars, you can be able to drive them, or what are you doing?
Oh, no, he's going to have. Well, I mean, that's what he does. He has a luxury rental car business called Exotic Rentals, and got Ferraris, Lambos, you name it, Porsches, and he turned it into a man cave. It's kind of like your studio.
Yeah.
It's out there is the bar and the sauna, and he's got a tattoo parlor in there.
What?
The place is crazy. Dono over at Exotic Rentals, he turned this business of his. So he has other businesses on right that operate out of there. He's in the construction business, and on the side, he has Exotic Rentals. And the whole thing is Hex, Pulsechain, PulseX,
what?
Neon everywhere. Oh, bro, you got to see it.
I'll try. What days?
The 27th.
Okay.
January.
Oh no, I'll be in Miami.
Check
me out on Fresh and Fit though. I'll be on Fresh and Fit there. Damn it.
But yeah, so he's got this man cave bitchin' place. You know, he runs his businesses out of there, and he has the rental company. And so anyway, so once that's done, that's going to be the kickoff for the year, really.
Right.
And then our first big to do is going to be here in Vegas. I think we have Houston before that, but we're going to do Vegas here on March 6th through the 9th. That's going to be a
dude. I will say that's some great marketing. Like the 369 tour, which is fucking so genius because it's like February. I mean, it's March 3rd on the 6th through the 9th. That's fucking hilarious, dude. Like, so I can't take credit for it.
Right. This was Maddie's idea a long time
ago.
Woo!
Maddie, shout out to Maddie.
Some
reason. Oh, look at that. You say Maddie 3 times to your peers.
Oh, there he is. But yeah,
funny.
he's the guy who wanted us to do that. Like he said, hey, let's do an event March 6th through the 9th. And I'm like, dude, you know how hard that is to like.
Oh wait, that was for the original. Yes, I remember this now. Yeah.
Pick a date.
It was too soon. It was too soon. Yeah.
So we couldn't really get that, going like that. This time we actually were like, hey, you can do your event here on these days. We're like, oh, okay, yeah. That's perfect. So we got the 369 and again, like I said, I can't take credit for that. That was Maddie's idea.
So you're gonna be able to see. So obviously both me, Charlie, Kyle's gonna be there. I'm forcing and kidnapping Crypto Coffee to come. I'm gonna have a couple other people. Rolo Tomasi's gonna be there as well. And actually we're gonna see Rolo after here.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Like shout out to Access Vegas. Like one reason we're here, not in the other studio too, is because they're doing the Access Vegas right now.
Oh, okay.
So like we're gonna see a room full of like women, so it's just gonna be a horrible time.
Oh my god, our eyes.
It's just tears right now, alligator tears running down my face right now.
I'm probably gonna go run back to my hotel room and get my back back. I threw my back out this morning.
That's so. If you really need that, I'll tell you that one. Yeah, I got like a muscle massage lady and shit like that that'll fucking kill you, but like you'll be able to walk.
So yeah, if I can get up out of the seat. But yeah, so it'll be March 6th through the 9th. We're gonna have multiple speakers there. They said they were gonna send me notes so that I didn't sound like an idiot, but
I think I have a bit of the event already. Like
they didn't.
Yeah. So I think March 6th we are going to have like a VIP golf day.
Yeah,
golf day and stuff. So we talk. Top Golf.
Golf.
So let's break it down. So like I think 9th is the main speaking day, the main conference. It's going to be at Bailey's, I think Horseshoe, right? I think it's called the Horseshoe now. Bailey's Horseshoe, right?
Bailey's Horseshoe.
I think they renamed the Bailey's to the Horseshoe if I remember correctly. But Kyle, put the link up and stuff. Show the website for a second.
Oh,
yeah, I got the website up. All right, scroll down. Upcoming events. So we got So there's the 3-day Pulsechain tour. If you buy the VIP, go to VIP tickets, Kyle. To the right. Yeah, there we go.
So here's the thing about the Vegas event. So Vegas is very easy to get to. It's very inexpensive to fly out here.
Inexpensive to fly out here, yeah.
Inexpensive to fly out here and stay out here if you get into a good deal. And the good deals right now are going to be the blocks of rooms that we have that have to be sold by February 2nd. So we have to have people's buy-in on February 2nd in order to get the blocks of rooms and the discount. So if you want the discount on the rooms, you got to order your tickets before February 2nd.
Yeah, and it's pretty much go back to the other page that you were. So scroll up a little bit. So
Black Hexagon was in the chat too. She said something about
so it's gonna be a pretty cool event and stuff, man. It's gonna be about like $2,200 with hotels and stuff, so you don't got to worry about nothing. You just bring your ass down here. Bring your butt down here. Early bird special, it's like $2,300. If you decide to like just come to the 3-day event and just you're booking your own hotel, it's only $1,500, so it's pretty cheap. You guys, I'll tell you this much: like when we did our VIP tickets here, now we were partying a lot more. So just FYI for that, right? But like,
it's always a party here.
No, I mean this is a really good deal because like literally because when we did our VIP tickets ourselves, like we had to charge like $4,000 plus for the VIPs that we did. But as you know, you roll all that money back into the event. So it's just, it is what it is. But go back to the main screen because we can read it. But like, yeah, it's going to be day one's going to be Top Golf meetup and stuff. I'm going to see how good you guys are. Obviously, my swing sucks. Includes food, private things, golf, beer, and stuff like that.
The range,
Yeah.
I can't.
Day two which is going to be on the I think the 7th, right? I think the 7th, yeah.
Yep.
Limited access VIP experience. Yeah, on the 6th and stuff, planned activities, meals to enjoy with the event. You get to talk to us and stuff. Day 3, which is the main event, Crypto Mindset meets Pulsechain. You're gonna hear me, Charlie, RG3, and a bunch of other guests as well speak at there. Afterwards, we're gonna go to a VIP dinner. Then we got an after party for everyone that can go to and stuff, and that's gonna be from 9 o'clock to 1 o'clock in the morning. And after that, I can't tell you because I protect the innocent. Like, you ain't gonna catch me slipping. No, sir. But let's just say, are we gonna do stuff afterwards? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. You want to come down to meet us in person and stuff? It's gonna be great. This is like one of the only we are gonna do our own event later on in the year, but like this is a great event if you guys want to come down, talk. And, if you have any questions about Pulsechain, some stuff, ask us stuff that we can't really say on YouTube. It's a great time to ask us, man.
Hey, handlers, did I say everything I was supposed to say? Because I don't have any notes. I was supposed to get some notes.
Caitlin and SJ are like losing their mind in the chat, bro.
I see them all the time right now. Just texting.
They were supposed to send me some notes. Did I say everything? Did I talk about everything I was supposed to?
Yeah, and Top Golf's really fun because even if you don't like golf, you're literally sitting in you're just fucking destroying these golf balls.
I just sent you the notes again.
Wow, SJ.
I don't know where you're sending them because I don't see any little message.
JJ beats Who's That White Cholo. I love that. Yeah. Kyle, can you put the link in the chat for everybody, you guys? But there's a lot of events too. It's also a la carte as well. Like if you don't want to buy the VIP experience, you can literally just buy the ticket for the day. So if you can make it that day, let me double check.
Yeah, or you just want to hang out in Vegas, just come one of the events.
Yeah, just come. It's really cheap, you guys. Definitely come down. But I'll tell you guys right now. So it's gonna be.
Kaylin would kill me if I said that though, but I did say it.
What? Say what?
Yeah, just come to one day.
Oh, oh well. Oh well.
I'd come to all of it though.
No, but the whole thing is we're just trying to have a really great time and stuff. Like the main event is going to be on Saturday and stuff on the 9th and everything like that. But dude, Vegas is freaking fun, man. There's a reason I'm over here, not just for the tax benefits.
There's one of the things I got to mention here, and this is I forgot. Thank you, SJ. Featuring our first Pulsechain Pitch Fest. Giving innovators in the space an opportunity to win a development grant. So that's in conjunction with the new Pulsechain Foundation. They want to put a grant together for.
So we're Shark Tanking right here. People are going to be pitching us like the Shark.
Well, we're going to have hackathon type events.
Yeah,
where people are going to have pitch events and whatnot, and yeah, we're gonna see if we can get some grants for projects to be built on Pulsechain. And the speakers are going to be me, you, Cultivate. And live AMA panel. We're gonna do a live AMA panel.
I'm down.
To sit there and on the couch and
may or may not be recorded for you guys. But
I doubt it.
We protect the innocent.
I know every time I do a live event and somebody films it, I end up getting memed. So it's like
I have seen the meme of you looking like a straight cholo. Bro, you gotta stop wearing bro. You gotta stop wearing the bandana, bro. Stop it, bro. Come on.
It's look.
Everybody, one day the price goes like this.
No matter,
and then it can go like that.
Like no matter what. Like if you come from a black neighborhood, a Mexican neighborhood, a freaking punk rock neighborhood, whatever it is you come from in California, everything's Latino. Everything. Yeah. It's just the way it is. Like we all like low riders. We all, it's just we all like our hair kind of
slick back and stuff. Homes, yeah.
We gotta get our G some custom Cortezes with hex.
I got some Cortezes.
Some fresh ass white up Cortezes.
Oh my god.
There's some Daytons on my car.
Oh my god.
So I love it. So did I do good? Oh, Inglewood.
Stockton, homie.
We went to what do you call it? To the tailgate party at SoFi.
Yeah.
And we were down there in Inglewood. I was like, yeah, this is where I grew up right here. this house next to this liquor store right there. Literally, I lived right next door to a liquor store.
As you do it.
Oh, look at it. Lot the Locos, Long Beach.
Oh my god. I'm so glad that's dying out. I'm so glad it's dying out. Like I got so annoyed by hey, sock check fool.
Sock check. I know, and now I wear no shows now.
Yeah, you fucking wear skinny jeans.
Skinny jeans and no shows,
The longer the socks,
there's this guy without a bandana and a Cortez. It's some fucking tube socks. Barstool.
Check out those
Bakersfield homes.
check out those
Victorville.
Check them out. Sock check.
Suck shit. God damn this culture. I'm so glad that's dying. I'm so glad it's only alive in LA now. It's like literally dying. I'm so happy.
It's
so happy.
I mean, it's
coming back in
strong,
Japan.
you know,
Have you seen that? The cholo scene in Japan.
Oh, dude, yeah. All right, so we imported our mental retardation into Japan, and now there's a Chicano. There is literally a Chicano thing in fucking Japan.
Dude,
where they're like fucking low right. Oh my god, bro!
And the sad
like
part,
they have chola chicks, the chola Latina chicks, in Japanese form. They have Japanese chola chicks in Japan. We imported this retardation into Japan. How the fuck? Pepe us away, bro.
I just go out there and laugh for hours, probably.
You didn't have to cut me off. Think I can never happen that we were nothing. I don't even need your love, but you treat me like a stranger, and I feel so loved. No, you didn't have to stoop so low. Have your friends collect your records and change your number. I guess that I don't need that though. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know.
This dude, oh my god, Brissology. Go back, Kyle. Go back. Brissology put that one. He's like, this dude looks like he lives in Orange near a Starbucks. He ain't fooling anybody. Shut up, Brissology. You better bring your ass over here to this event. Yeah. All you guys in the chat, I want you guys to see a Nellyville. Pinche cabrón, man. My god.
I live in, and I no longer live in any ghettos. I live in the most lily freaking suburb soccer mom neighborhood that you could imagine, you know, with swimming pools and freaking.
Did I tell you one of these the real? Oh, I think I did tell you. Remember before the stream, I was talking to you about the opportunity I missed on buying a penthouse.
Oh
yeah. And when I moved here, you guys, I was offered a penthouse at the Palms for like $600,000 or whatever. And I just didn't like everyone I was telling I was telling my family, and I was like, yeah, man, I might buy this place here and stuff like that. And my family's like, you're living in a casino.
Bro, when I was a kid, I wanted to so bad. I age myself here, of course. When we used to come to Vegas when I was a kid, I literally saw the Jackson 5 here.
Really?
Yeah, I saw the Jackson 5.
Jesus.
I saw Elvis here. I saw Flip Wilson.
How old are you, bro?
Oh. But anyway, check this out. So Elvis was at Las Vegas World, I think it was. That was his old hotel. I can't remember. It was right across from.
Not the Dunes, right?
No. It was across the street. I forget what. I think it was Las Vegas World. I can't. Somebody will look it up.
Yeah.
But when we'd come in, you know, it had big Elvis fucking. Elvis like.
But this one he was so skinny, or he was starting to gain a little weight.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This was Fat Elvis.
Okay.
This was Fat Elvis.
I was about to say, dude.
Late 70s.
I was like, no way, dude. You were like,
no. I mean, I'm old, but I'm not.
Swimming hicks.
Like me and him were hanging out and snorting cocaine off of hookers' butts and stuff. But you know, I mean, it was stays
in Vegas, you know.
Yeah. So I remember because what they point out to me is like
international.
You see that? Oh, at the International.
There you go.
Okay, yeah, but at the International, exactly. Thank you. When you looked up at his you could see his penthouse.
Yeah.
Right? It was like one strip that the glass and everything was different. Like
that's
where Elvis lived.
The king.
Like, that's where the king was. Like,
yeah.
And I'd be like, man, I want to live up there.
Yeah.
I want to be like Elvis. I want to live up there in that penthouse in Vegas, right there. And that's when there was just the strip, and that was it. But man, those were cool memories as a kid. I have a picture of me with the MGM Lion, like me, my brother, and my sister are standing there because they used to put that fucker. He was in the lobby, chained up to a just right there in the
wait, the real lion,
the fucking lion, bro.
The fuck? Wait, what was it? 70s?
Yeah, the 70s.
Jesus Christ!
I'll post a picture, but like literally in the 70s, they we're in there standing there next to the fucking lion, and he's like chained down, just like. Yeah, looking at you like, motherfucker. Let me just get a bite of this, a kid. And we're standing there next to him, like taking a picture, like right in the lobby.
So I gotta ask you, where'd they bury Jimmy Hoffa? Did you know?
In a cornfield.
Oh no, dude, that's crazy, dude. I mean, like, I to tell you, I didn't come to Vegas until like it must have been like fucking 2015 or something like that. Like it wasn't like it was real recent and stuff like when I came to Vegas, but. Dude, I can speak from like a couple of years, right? The traffic in 2015 was so incredible. in Vegas.
Oh, dude,
why you ask? Like all you guys from LA are moving over here, man. Like, and I'm an asshole from California, but I'm moving over here. But
hey,
like
from Monterey, man.
Monterey, hey, don't be fucking putting me in the league with the fucking people from LA. Like, dude, I still talk to Myron. Myron thinks I live in LA for some stuff. He's like, oh yeah, you live in LA. I told him, I got this gun or whatever and stuff like that. And he's like, yeah, you definitely need that for how dangerous LA is. I was like, I live in LA. I was like, whatever.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's really all about how you act and stuff out there. I mean, what you do and
dude, LA's not that dangerous. If you're just visiting and stuff, no. It's just, but if you're acting a fool, it's like anywhere you acting like an idiot, you're gonna get in trouble.
Or you're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah,
you never.
That's true. That is true.
But I mean, it's here it has changed so much. I mean, it's turned into like, dude, what is up with the food here, man? It's like, oh my God, it's like gourmet.
Oh yeah, the food is upgraded
all the time.
The food's upgraded so much. It's almost we're almost back to pre-pandemic levels. Where like I experienced it for only 6 months. We're like every 24/7 everything. We're getting back to that. We're like 18 hours everything.
I'm telling you. So I leave my hotel because they don't have room service there. I got a hotel, no room service. So I get a hotel. I'm like, okay, well, I'll just go close and grab a bite to eat. I went I went to a restaurant, and I got there, and I can't choose. There's 40 restaurants around there.
Yeah,
I mean, and good ones too, like good ones, like live seafood. Grab it out of the freaking tank yourself.
Oyster
and
bar,
kill it,
oyster bar. Yeah.
Kill the oyster, and suck it down. But yeah, it was like everything, everywhere, and man, that wasn't the way Vegas used to be. $1.99. Steak and egg breakfast or $5 freaking buffets.
Yeah,
everywhere. Everybody had a buffet. Now you can't get a buffet.
There's one of the last buffets is in the Cosmo. I think the Wicked Spoon. The buffets are going away. It's kind of stupid. But they also went away. It's also because here's the problem too is that Vegas went away from like it was like the early 90s. They were really pushing the whole like this is a family destination.
Yeah.
And they were like, man, they took a left turn on that. Now really where Vegas is now, it's kind of like it's catering. Okay, it's catering to the growing city. Like people think of Vegas as just a strip. That's what everyone. I mean, even me, when I like Vegas, the strip, baby, yeah, or downtown at most, right? Yeah, no, but bro, Vegas is gigantic. Yeah, it's huge. It's a huge amount. Tons of people live here, but so a lot of those restaurants are actually catering to a lot to the locals too. But on top of that, the strip has gone mostly to the entertainment. It's become more of an entertainment capital more than even gambling. Like there's like a club in almost every casino. They're just the nightclubs alone, the bars.
Yeah,
and
the
stuff.
nightclub scene.
The nightclub scene's pretty huge here.
And in the summertime, the freaking pool scene.
Dude, the day clubs here. I mean, fuck, man.
Day pool scene.
Like I was with what was it? I think maybe this summer, right? This last summer. I was with Jay Waller and stuff like that. We're in his hotel room and like we're just talking crypto stuff, and we looked down and our walls at the Venetian were like moving. And then both me and him were like, him, Charlie, we had this other guy in there, and so we're like, what the fuck is going on? We look out the window, there is a carpet of fucking people dancing in a pool like this, dude, just blasting music. What was it, Calvin Harris or whatever playing and shit. I was like, what the fuck?
That's what we're doing in March 6th through the 9th in Vegas.
Get home ready.
We're partying like that.
Get home ready.
Waves of rugs of people.
Get them pythons. There's like
kicking off the bull market right, baby.
Yeah, man.
Magic carpet ride, everybody. Magic carpet ride.
Yeah, man. Get the VIP tickets, you guys, and have fun.
And I'm telling you, bro, this marketplace is really winding up, man. We've seen wind-ups and pitches before.
Yeah.
But this thing is really wound up. The energy is pent back. I mean, we were talking about that with Hex in the early days. We're like, hey man, look at the markets. The market's getting pulled back, like a Bose kinetic energy. But this thing, man, this market to me has just been getting stressed, man.
Yeah.
I mean, the bull was so long, all these ETFs coming in, and
it feels like we're damn so early. It feels like we're so damn early. Like it's I know you know what I mean, but I know what you mean. Like
as long as crypto survives this next bull run.
Yeah. But this one's going to be just like, look, so I have a theory, right? I call it my cycles theory. And it seems like this is going to be a retail cycle. which would, I mean, like last cycle, right? Even though it was huge, right? It was big. It was 69.
Wait.
Yeah.
So we got ETFs, trillions coming in, and you're going to call it a retail cycle?
A retail cycle. And this is why. So
Yeah,
it's so okay. 21 was not like 2017 was a different animal. Like the 20 when Bitcoin hit $20,000.
Yeah.
That was fucking like to this day. Still haven't experienced something like that. Even with all I've been in crypto now, I'll be 8 years in December.
You're right. 17 was freaking like, whoa.
I felt like at the time, everyone I talked to at the time,
it's going
this
to
is all I was like, all I have is this many Bitcoin, this many Litecoin, this much Ethereum. This is all I have. Fuck, at least my family won't be in fucking servitude to everybody. Like it was like that's how crazy it got to the point where like this is all I have right here. Well, at the very least, I have more than the average person. Our family's gonna be rich for. But like if I had more, I'd be rich for another 2 more generations. Like, stupid shit. But that's how everybody was. I don't even want to hear it. Like everyone was thinking it was that insane. Then crash, right? 21 was big crash. Big crash. Oh, big crash.
That was the most disheartening.
Oh,
I was not ready for that one, man. I was not ready for that one at all.
But 21 was different. It felt more elongated, right? Because like when we had the DeFi heights, we like as Hexicans, we kind of caught the whole like DeFi wave there because like, it was Hex bottom there. It started pumping after March and stuff. We started kind of going up a little bit. Nothing crazy, but we were going up. Yeah. Things were going good, and then you had Chainlink, you had all these things kind of blow up and stuff. You had everything synthetics going up. You had Aave going crazy. You had all that a dip there, and then the L1s start kind of slowly going up, and then they take off like crazy at the end of 2020. 2021's like crazy. We go to 3 cents for the first time for Pulsechain for Hex. We go back to a penny, and then we just rock it up to 13 cents. I mean, everything's going bananas, right? But it wasn't the same.
No, and I think for me. We were in a different echo chamber. We were in a different bull run than the rest of crypto. Remember, we were decorrelated.
Yeah, we're very decorrelated.
We were moving differently. Yeah. I mean, the whole market was moving, Bitcoin was moving, everything was moving, but I just felt like we were just separated.
Yeah, we were siloed. We were siloed off.
We were siloed. Yeah.
Yeah, we were just this island nation. We're like a Singapore, just kind of like out in there, right?
And we did. I mean, even though that was the most gains I've ever seen, 10,000x gains and whatever. But I mean, it's still like you said, the excitement and everything didn't compare to
because the retail
17.
because the retail always comes no matter what. Doesn't matter what. Like the retail always comes. But what I mean is like this time they're like, right, first time Bitcoin ever reaches that level, everything's going bananas. It's very concentrated. Most people, even me, like you had to buy through Coinbase. Where else would you going to buy? Like the exchanges were like dog shit. So like that's why Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin all popped off like crazy because like that's all you could buy. And then from there, people were barely even figuring. There wasn't even stable coins in 2017, and Binance didn't really exist until 2017 itself anyway. So like it's just this whole thing where like then. Finally had meme coins, you had all these coins, but the reason I'm seeing it so different is because with the ETF money coming in, it's a lot of the traditional market and so we have a lot bigger of a pool of money that can come into crypto this time around. Yep. And on top of that, here's the big thing that really took me off, right? Was that most of these L1s didn't die. Think about
they should have. They should have
right there,
like hit over the back of the head with a shovel
and they're gone.
Fucking dirt poured over them.
They
sucked.
I think Harmony one's the one that died. Like H-bar, that dog piece of shit. Hedera Hashgraph, that shithole. Like, how are the like half of these L1s are dog shit? They're still kicking. Solana. How many times that shit?
Every month, Solana. Somebody turned out the lights.
Some German could have sat on the remote and turned off Solana, which I think he did. Like now that's not the case, but like in 2021, all of Solana was basically being run by some dude in Germany, some fucking like some office in Germany and stuff with the nodes. But
it doesn't take much.
Doesn't take much
to run a crypto business. You don't have to have offices. You don't have to have. I mean,
shout out to Chainlink. Working with the World Economic Forum.
Yeah. I mean, it's just
call themselves a crypto.
It's easy. It's really easy. I mean, you could run the damn crypto company off of your phone.
AVAX is basically run by the fucking Italian mafia. I'm not that wrong.
We're in Vegas, bro. Let's not talk about this.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Mexican cartel money. Oh, sorry. Whoops.
Wrong coin.
Wrong coin. My bad.
But the financial energy that's going to come into this space this time, and the adoption, I'm worried about, like I said earlier, the adopters being wrecked.
Yeah.
And people coming in, the people that
Wait, what do you mean by the adopters? What do you mean?
Well, we need adopters. We need people outside of crypto to come in.
People coming in. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we need them to. We need adoption.
Yeah.
We need people to want to use these protocols, want to use crypto, and not just put it on their Robinhood app and then ask their crypto friend later to help them get it off.
Right.
Because that's what we see. Instead of adoption, we get hangarounds. And then it disappears.
And then it disappears.
Go away.
But that's always been the cycle too, though. It's like it's almost like your baptism through fire is like, got in, bought in 2017 at the top, got wrecked, but stuck around, and now I'm a full-fledged fucking crypto veteran. Yeah, I bought maximum gains. I bought in 2021 through the Robinhood app, and I bought Dogecoin, and now it's dead. Shiba's down. You think Miguel, Shiba, and Doge are going to come back? Dude, I get those questions every fucking stream.
Oh my god! Because they're all sitting on a big giant bag of them.
But they're still around. But that's how you become that. It's the truth. That's how you get fucking back. That bing. That's how you fucking survive the fucking. The thing is like everyone gets rolled. Like it's you come into crypto during a hype cycle. Wow, you make a little bit, a quarter. I've said this. I've got it written down in the courses. Like I have it on a quadrant. A quarter of people get in during the hype, buy, make money, sell, make profit. Just had a great time with crypto. 1/4 makes profit, loses it, holding coins, goes down. 1 quadrant buys the top, just loses, leaves. One guy buys the top, stays anyway. So you have only like 50% of them stay, the other half just fuck off. But that's usually how it works out. But I know what you mean. Like I've said this before. Like the first 3 months of this ETF, like right now, right? Anyone who buys the ETF right now, they're gonna make money on Bitcoin. Yeah, like if Bitcoin goes to 160, right? $160,000, and it comes down with more money, less volatility, right? Every cycle, Bitcoin's dropping just a little bit less. It's instead of doing like a 95% drop, it's starting to do like I wouldn't be shocked if it only goes 60% down. 70% down. So we're talking about we go to 160. We're probably going to drop to like 40 grand. Next bear market. We're at 40 grand now.
Let's talk about something else here.
Yeah.
You're talking about Bitcoin's going to be around forever. And shit.
Yeah. Wait, it could. Well.
So wait.
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, you can't not like. There is no second best. There is no second best. The fuck you talking about? Do you trust that one, Mike? Did you sit in that one chair? Did you not drive in one car?
Using my one brain, and my one brain says that eventually the ruse.
Yeah. Listen
up, Brissology. The ruse of Bitcoin is going to go away.
Yeah.
Like
Brissology, here comes the fun.
People are going to realize, and I don't know why these institutions like BlackRock haven't done their research. Like, why would these people buy something that has been hacked a few times, that is slow, that is worse than everything else that's out there, that doesn't function properly with things built on top of it, that has a Rube Goldberg machine built around it to make it even palatable to the people in crypto? Because the people in crypto don't want to be in it anymore. Only the big bag holders and the people that are shilling Bitcoin want to be in Bitcoin. Right. And those people, like you said, they're divesting right now.
Yeah.
They're giving it to these ETF motherfuckers out here, getting rid of these big Bitcoin bags. So I'm like, do you think that there is going to come a day, and soon, that people realize what Bitcoin is, and that it is old tech, and that DeFi is here, and all of these new things, Web3, all of these products that can replace all the cool stuff that's out in the stock market and the TradFi world? I mean, Bitcoin doesn't have a place anymore. It was a good start. Yes, thank you. Yes, Satoshi, cool dude, whatever. But we're done.
Maybe it's something little. It's never zero, right? Like I'm not. Like,
I don't think it's ever going to go to zero. I think it's going to find a way of gold. It's going to find its way off to the sidelines.
I don't know if it's going to happen. Like at some point, you'll have a crypto displace it. Maybe Ethereum. Maybe eventually. Maybe like.
Well, I think Ethereum is going to flip it this season. I think
it's possible. Like look, everyone says it. It does. It's going to happen at some point. It is. But I don't think it's more like maybe Ethereum passes it and then it comes back like that. But it's this whole thing. It's like that's a 0 to 1 moment. Whereas right now, in our existence, there has only been one coin, Bitcoin. I mean, forever. I mean, let's be for like Back in 2017, Bitcoin still king. 21, Bitcoin still king. 2024, still king. And the reason that our Bitcoin cycle, the crypto cycle works in a 4-year cycle is because Bitcoin and like I've said this before, it's whoever's King Kong makes the rules. So at some point, let's just say Ethereum does become King Kong in that example, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's this whole thing is like we've never known this land without the king, right? What happens is once the king's a god, once you've killed the god, why can't I kill this god? Mm-hmm. Ethereum. Then why can't it becomes this whole thing where like,
yeah, but then maybe use case pops in, and that's where people start looking at it versus
right,
what altar does it sit on, you
right?
know? And because here's Ethereum's problem: when Ethereum flips it, it's going to be so fucking expensive and so hard to use, that it's gonna be its own worst enemy at that point. Like you said, unless there are things in place to mitigate the gases.
The gases and so, and then even I bet you, let's just say in some theory, like I know Vitalik and all them, they've thought about this. Come on, like if you make that much fucking money, you.
But I don't know, bro. Some of these people in crypto, man.
Yeah, the Spurgs.
They got some fucking shiffers up there, man.
Bro, like I don't know. I mean, like it is kind of funny. Like every time Vitalik does anything, I mean, like watch this how crazy the community is. Vitalik looked like he had half a chode in his pants for a second, and like I don't even like I couldn't escape Vitalik's dick on Twitter to save my fucking life. I couldn't do it. Everywhere I turn, hey Vitalik, left, and it's always like an Asian girl with some medium tits, like like.
So, I mean, I thought when I came into crypto and started streaming, I thought, okay, I'm the outcast. Right. I'm the guy that's looking ridiculous out here. Fine, whatever. I'll be that. Foul language, the whole thing.
Yeah.
And as I stuck around longer, I'm like, holy shit, man, I ain't crap compared to some of these motherfuckers. I mean, the people that are out there right now, some of the shit that they're saying and doing in this space, I mean, how are we ever going to get adoption if we're going to keep acting like we're 12?
Paulo Dustin.
It's fun, though. It's fun. Don't get me wrong.
This is easy. Did you see in the leaked documents that showed Vitalik and the ETH Foundation bribed the SEC to delist XRP? Well,
there's nothing.
I ain't mad at you.
There's nothing new under the sun. If they can get away with it,
there's connection. Look, I'll tell you this right now. There's connections. The ETH Foundation with the CCP, straight up, and there is some big shit with there. The Chinese have been playing in the water a long time already, and I've been saying that what's been going on in the crypto this bear market has been basically the crypto markets like the keys of the crypto market has been sort of handed. It's starting to hand off over to the Americans and the Europeans. Or from the Chinese. That's what it looks like to me from the back. Now, take it as a person who's only been in the industry about almost 8 years, whatever. Take whatever I say with a grain of salt here. But that's at least what I'm seeing. And there's on-chain analytics showing that, one of the top Ethereum wallets is a CCP wallet, and they have been like a lot of these Chinese. There's like Richard Hart said this, right? He said there is so you've heard of like the military industrial complex, right? Right. Of course, you're in it, you're in it, right? But like, but there is a shitcoin industrial complex.
Right.
There's factories, there's cabals, and there's families, and there's chains that have them, but there's specifically like the B&B guys and the Chinese side, they have literal buildings full of people. Binders full of women, right? But buildings full of people, offices where their whole thing is to create a meme coin, see if they can make a narrative out of it, and then from there, see like bring the boss, you think we should do it, get the liquidity, launch it, rug pull that money, and take money from people, and then transfer that money off. That happens and stuff like that. But it's a much less shittier version of like what happened in the Beekeeper movie, except they're not grifting old people, they're grifting fucking like, you out of your bags, right? But that is a real thing because even Richard's mentioned it. Like I've had inklings of it for a long time because some of this stuff seems so fucking orchestrated, and there's also like bullshit, like a guy decides to make like a meme coin and it just fails versus like I'll make a rug pull to like an 18-year-old making an NFT, rugging it, not doing the work. There's different levels. There's be like, let me make this project, make some money, to like there's an entire industry in the background here trying to.
Well, I mean, that's what the CTF is all about,
right?
They're trying to get their hands on as much Bitcoin as they possibly can, so they
can settle it with cash too.
Yeah, and they have to sell it with cash. They have to. I mean, it's the rule, but I mean. The problem I see with all of that is that they're they're going to eventually figure out that they made the wrong play. That is not the asset to hold. The assets to hold are things that are in the DeFi space.
Yeah.
Hex is better than Bitcoin. Sorry, folks. Sorry, Bitcoiners, whatever. It is what it is. It's better. There's better protocols out there. These people are going to want their hands on the better protocols when they're sitting there with buckets of the shit protocol that they're never going to get adoption from it. I mean, they're going to pump it because they're going to pump it because they're going to put so much financial energy into it. It's going to make all these fucking people rush in.
Yeah. It does do one good thing. It gets the masses in because it's a thing to talk about. Like I've said this before, right? When the bull market's fully on when they say this. Today in breaking news, Bitcoin has broken $100,000 for the first time in history. Oh, retail.
Okay. So are we here to capitalize on this?
Yes.
Or are we here to make the place better?
Yes.
That's the question. I mean, and look, we're going to make money no matter
what. Yeah.
Anybody out there that's in right now, this bull market, you're going to throw a dart at a fucking board full of cryptos and you're going to make money.
Don't you listen? Oh, no, don't listen to me. Listen to Daddy. No. I don't listen to this Futstern. So
I mean, that's what's going to happen. And then, so my hopes are is that we can be as loud as possible about what true DeFi is and what people should be doing in this space. Yes. Okay. Enter with all the excitement, come into Bitcoin, your Robinhood apps or whatever, but come for the Bitcoin, stay for the DeFi.
Right. Come for the pump, stay for the rugs.
Come for the pump, stay for the rugs.
No, but like just to go back to that retail cycle thing I was talking about, I think this one, like we're gonna get like this. We're gonna get some big hockey sticks and stuff because we have like Bitcoin. And the reason I'm talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum is just because those are gonna do like they're gonna go to a really high number. But so some of the underlying coins like Pulsechain, so even Solana, these coins are gonna do hockey sticks, right? And that hockey stick money is going to be like the 2017 type money, big money.
But even as the pump is getting primed right now, we're starting to see the Bitcoin altcoin season type of thing happening. Right,
it's happening.
As Bitcoin pumps and it cools off, and then here goes Ethereum and the altcoins. And it's starting to do that already.
Right now
we're not even really into the bull cycle yet.
The average average good coin, right? Well, let's load it. How do I say this? Okay.
The average coin.
The average coin's underperforming still, right? But like L1s, right? As an example, right? Pulsechain bottom, right? Like it's basically like
way underperforming,
overperforming, and so okay.
Way as far as price action goes, underperforming, not underperforming as far as a protocol goes.
Correct. So, and what I mean by this is like, let's just say something like AVAX, right? As an example, $9 low, it's at $30. Did good, but it's a 3x, right? Cardano, 50. It's basically only done 50% returns. So there are some coins that have only done like 50% from the bottoms. Other coins that have done a 2x, 3x, 4x. Pulsechain is on the better side of that. So like Pulsechain shows when it does, when it moves, it does bigger moves. Solana is one of the outperformers, but now it's underperforming because it went from like $8-9 to it went to $120, and now it's sitting like $100. But it's been at $100 for a while and it's starting to go down. It's gone to $80 for a bit. So like it's that sort of thing where like it's a sort of thing where like the market's trying to show now that like once the altcoins wake up, this next move is going to be pretty big. So we're about to get some really huge moves, and it's you guys have to like. Regardless or not, like this is why I've been such a big proponent. I got Dollar Cost Crypto. My name is like you guys. You have to like I've said this. I've been saying this for the whole. You guys have a year and a half to buy as much. Now I'm like you guys have a year to buy. I'm like we have 6 months. We have 4 months. And like we basically have like half of 24 to really buy heavy, and then after that you're just kind of like you're only buying like one coin or like I'll throw this as a little play. Or like I'll only buy a little extra on this dip. That's it, because what's going to happen is these coins are like the best, like whatever's considered like a light blue chip or whatever today, are going to get really expensive from where they were. It's going to hurt you to buy, but like it's still a good deal. But you're going to like, God damn it, I could have bought I've been saying Pulsechain, like I've been breaking like how do you need elephant one bite at a time. I've been breaking down like it's like 1 million Pulsechain at the lows was $34. 1 million Pulsechain, right? Today it's $134 for that same million, right? I said this on a stream where I said one day 1 million Pulsechain is going to be $2,000, right? There you go. That's a 74x from now, bro, dude. Like how the fuck? It's less than a 20x now. That's how fast it moves.
And that's how fast it moves. And people don't realize once it starts moving, the X's start
going, especially from your cost base. And then two, it doesn't matter. You could have literally just sacked by yourself, no money at all. How like you're like we're back at sack rate already, so you're in profit anyway. But you could have been able to dollar cost average whatever little money you've been able to buy, and you could have lowered your cost base. So even a person who bought the not about the top, but like sacked at the sacked should be like on a 3x of profit right now, at least 2x of profit, and have way more coins, because that's the thing about crypto and kind of getting into investments for the first time is that there was a time in my life where I said I couldn't save $2,000 to save my life. There's always an emergency would happen. Oh, a tire break, I lose something, something, I have to go out, something would always happen, right? But with crypto, right, you literally can lose 50%. So let's just say you get so good at investing and putting money away that you can lose 50% of your fucking money, and you still have more money saved than you ever had in your whole life.
Yeah.
And and then when that money moves for the first time, it actually goes into profitability, and it actually does multiples. You get this shiver, your whole body shakes. And then it happened to me in Hex. It happened to me with everything else. It happened to me with crypto, where I'm like, oh my God, this is real money. This is real. This is like crazy. And then you're like, oh, I wish I could have bought more. Yeah. It happens it's gonna happen to me again.
I still think about that.
Dude, it still fucks with me too.
I want more, because
it even fucks with Richard too. Richard said that, like,
we all do.
Like Richard's I'm not gonna blow up who he's talking. I know who he's talking about, but like he said, like, there's this guy who bought Bitcoin 1 week before I did. He has 10 times more Bitcoin than I do.
Yeah.
I'm still pissed about it.
Yeah.
he's so fucking like Richard this day, he's like, that motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean that's always the case. I mean, but it's all relative to, I mean, everybody has their time frame when they get in.
Yeah.
And then however many cycles it takes you to get through, as long as you're holding and staying in the blue chips, like you said, and doing the right things, and you'll end up getting there, because we're
Shut up, Polo. My portfolio's almost tripled in the past 2 weeks.
I think
it's insane.
I think one of the biggest plays right now to be telling people about, and this is not financial advice, but I'm looking at this going, wait a minute, this is important. So Pulsechain has 50,000 plus validators, right?
Correct.
So we have 50,000 validators. More than, like, I think there's only one. I think Ethereum's the only one that has more than.
Yeah, and that's going to go down because it's centralizing. So you're going to have, but yeah.
So validating. So you said, okay, Pulsechain, we're going to see it do maybe a 75x. How hard is it going to be for somebody to become a validator? Just to put one validator out there. Right now, you could do it for under $5,000. You could put a validator together. So and eventually, you're not going to, if you can put 5, 10, 15, 20 grand, you've got a money printing machine there.
So let me tell you this right now. So it takes 32 Ethereum to be a validator in Ethereum. That's $80,000. So if it is $5,000 to be a validator, we're literally 16 times cheaper. So it's a sort of thing where, like, isn't that isn't it 16 times cheaper to do a transaction on Pulsechain? Yeah, way more than that. Way cheaper, bro. It doesn't, like, it's rounding error. Like 100 pulse. I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like I said this. I says, at the very least, go buy $1 million or $2 million. Like, if you buy $10 million of Pulsechain, when it was like spend $300 to buy whatever. I think, like it was like $300. You buy 10 million Pulsechain. I would be you'll probably never spend over $1 million in gas over the cycle. It's just unless you're doing a massive amount of transactions, like a massive amount.
And so my point with the validating is, so anybody who believes in Satoshi's vision and what he was trying to create, which everybody is part of the network, you can't become a Bitcoin miner. You just can't.
No, it's just not reasonable.
It's not for the everyday person. Can't do it. I mean, it's too hard to get into one of the mining pools. It's too hard to actually get the equipment, and you have to pay for electricity. And if you're not in a place
you do it for fun,
where you've got fucking squirrels running, marathons to make electricity for you, then it's just impossible. But a validator, it doesn't take anything. It's a little box like this that doesn't take up energy. And
shout out to the Validator store.
Out to the Validator
dude,
store.
Yeah, shout out to him. He's gonna be in the crypto mindset course as well. We're gonna we're having our guys get into, like, validate. We've been for a while, but, like, it's the whole thing is, like, we just like to teach that so people are able to learn, but he's also helps people out and stuff. So
you're part of the system. You're contributing. You're part of it, and then you're collecting the fees and you're building. just have a validator continually perpetuating more validators,
Right.
you know, and I think that's a good play for people. And right now it's affordable.
Right.
In a year or two, forget about it. You're not going to be able to be a validator.
It's going to be like the new T-share. It's going to be like a second type of but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you're right. Like as an example, right? If the price did get to that $2,000 per million, like I was talking about, right? That like, I mean,
do the math on that. What's that? $68 million or something like that?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I mean,
I'm sorry, $68,000.
68. Yeah, so it's basically. I mean, it would be over $50,000 to become a validator at that point.
Yeah.
Right. And that would
cost everybody out of the market pretty much.
I think if I remember correctly, that would put us at like 20% of a penny. Yeah, 20%. Because like, if I got it right, let's see, at a penny, Pulsechain for a billion Pulsechain at a penny would be about $1 million. So a billion would be about $1 million. 3 cents, you know, at 10 cents it would be like $10 million or whatever per billion, right? So these are just some of the route. This was so hard in the early days with Hex because we were streaming. It's just because we couldn't figure out we didn't know the numbers, we didn't have the charts and stuff very much. It was really hard to tell. Like we didn't even really understand full supply or total. We didn't understand how much the OA had. You know, like we were in the dark ages. Like
we were figuring it out, and every time we covered a new page, we were like, oh shit, you know, it was getting brighter and brighter to us. And you know, I mean, just sitting in there holding and creating staking ladders saved us all.
Yeah, and you know, and then you know, I know obviously I did. You know, you were a proponent of this too. I'm never going to shade you on this, but like, you know, we always were. You know, we like even from the early days, we always were about ladders, right? Making sure we had some Hex coming out every year. And then the message, some people in the community just got so fucking crazy that they were like, if you don't got more than most of your T-shares out 7 years, I don't even think you're a fucking goddamn Hexagon.
What kind of Hexagon are you?
What kind of goddamn Hexagon are you, man? There's no way you're gonna marry my sister. Shit,
she's still mine.
She's still mine. Now, if I see that your average staking length is over 11 years, I might let you take out my daughter on one date. That's one date, okay? But it's got to be 11.12 years. Out, you know, and then the whole thing, you know, the 555 thing. I mean, we all did 555, of course, and I still have, you know, but it's
still your best value.
Yeah, but you have to have but it's like you need like it's like you need cash now, right? You know, JG Wentworth, like you need some money coming out, like you know,
of course.
Yeah, you don't have to go crazy. Like one stake a year is fine, or 4. I mean, you don't have to go monthlies or anything crazy, but it's just figuring out your plan. And then I've done it too. Like I've done it with one wallet. I've like, oh wow, I've actually filled the whole thing up already. Cool. Let me start a different one at different times, you know, or that sort of thing, you know. But like, you know, you don't have to make it too complicated. But I like right now, like I had some younger kid like sent me a text, DM me and stuff, and then super chatted the other day. He's like 14 years old. You know, he just turned 13, I think. And he's trying to have 1,000 T-shares, you know, one day, you know, right? But he's young. I actually think he could do it. But I told him, hey, half of what you have right now, keep it liquid. The other half, send it for because he at his age, right? Yeah. I said, put it out into the next cycle. Start your stakes for 27, 28, 29. Because what do you need the Hex to come out now for a kid like that? Now, if there's somebody older and you got responsibility, no, you can't do that. You know, and that's the thing that I like so much about Hex is it's like DUI. You can just choose how you want to do your things. Like there were some people when Hex started off that were already in retirement age.
Yep.
And well, you know what I mean, real retirement, brother, come on. But you know what I mean? Like, I mean, they were really old. Like they were. He's like, Miguel, I might not see 15 years. And then and then you know we never chastised these people. We just said, hey, you can just do a rolling 5-year stake. Yeah, just 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. I mean, nothing great, but it's all. Put your hand down. Fucking Super Hex win. I'm gonna have Super Hex win on the stream at some point and stuff like he dodged the bullet.
I'm 14 years. Look what it did.
Yeah, yeah. Wait, what happened?
Oh, I was just saying the meme that we usually post.
I'm 14 years old and look what you did to me. Yeah. So Kyle, play that meme. So right before you play, Kyle. So there's a whole meme where like, look what crypto's done to me, right? And go ahead, play it.
It was a bad year because look, I'm only 14. Look what it did to me.
14 years old?
Yeah, 14 years old. And look what I look like. For crying out loud.
Look what I've done to me,
That's me, man.
Have you seen the pictures of us in Hex back in the day? Like, I'm like really lean, tan skin, flawless skin and stuff. And then like
I shaved, took off my bandana. I look like a lesbian.
then in 21, I'm like, Umaga, like, hey, what's up, you guys? I'm dollar cost lard.
Dollar cost eating.
No offense to lesbians out there, but
no offense, I think they're fake. I'll stand on record: 90% of lesbians aren't lesbians.
Really?
Anyway. Oh, hilarious! That's so funny.
But I'll tell you what, though, this thing has been a lot of fun, man. We've had a lot of fun, here in the crypto space. Just cutting up and doing what we want. I mean, it's funny. The market does what it does.
Yeah.
It's doing this. And we all think we're affecting it. In all actuality, we're just kind of going along with it, is all we're doing.
At most, we're making it a little higher, a little lower. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. And some people get wrecked, some people make out, but I mean, few more cycles and maybe we'll see mainstream adoption, really creeping in and all of these things, like you said, real estate and stock market and all that getting, blockchained up and freaking tokenized and all that good shit. But for now, it's still a wild west.
So look at this right here. So I'll post this in a minute. Hexologist retweeted a pic of the stream we did a long time ago. Literally, we streamed on the lowest, one of the lowest prices of Hex ever.
Oh wow!
I'm literally at my mom's house, because the only place I could get internet on the phone or whatever. There I am and stuff like that.
What was the price at?
It was, Jesus Christ, it was
0.00025.
Less than 3 satoshis per hex. Wow, dude.
Woo!
Sheesh. 1,000 guays only, dude. Wow, man. Hex was, dude, it is literally. Oh my god, bro. I think literally Pulsechain is higher price right now.
0.00. No. Well, it might be.
Yeah,
it might be. Oh,
I think Pulsechain was a higher price now than it is. But oh my god, yeah, pretty insane. 0.000. Yeah, by 1 0. Yeah.
Oh no,
I'll pull it up on stream right now.
Slides, lol. Yeah. So right now, we're at 3 zeros and a 4, and this is
2.25.
Oh no, we're slightly higher. We were like basically the pulse price had the double.
That's nothing though.
That's nothing though. I mean,
that's nothing.
But it was nothing though. But you have to understand. But dude, that's crazy.
Look at ink, bro.
Dude, $4. The yield's going bananas. Liquidity deepening.
Man.
Yeah.
Somebody wants that liquidity to get fat, huh? Mm-hmm. Oh baby, here we go. Magic carpet ride.
Don't buy the lows, you guys. Don't buy, you guys. Don't, you know.
You know what I'm excited for? Like all the new people that I've run into out there on the Pulsechain tour, that when you're alone and everybody's in the VIP room talking, they come to you. It's like, come on, RG, just tell me what's a bull run like? What was it like?
They're winter children. Children born in the winter. Yeah, I know.
Your children born in the winter.
That's what I call them. It's like they don't. There's people in the chat that like, Miguel, this is my first cycle. I've never experienced, dude. I get this every fucking stream I get. It's like I've never experienced a pump. I've never experienced. I don't know what like a bull market is. And then some of these guys are like, dude, this is incredible. I'm in profit right now. Like I'm in X's right. This is crazy.
I say, look into my eyes, child. Right, look into my eyes. Do you see it? Do you see it? Yes, it's there. The summers are coming. Winter will be over.
Let me tell you how sweet that ambrosia is, right? You're that humpback from 300 who betrayed all his homies for that one night of sex. That's how good it is. You're a Quasimodo, and you're laying pipe down. You're laying it down.
Oh man!
Actually, as a matter of fact, man, play that titty song right now. I gotta get a drink.
I know, yeah, I know, yeah. Let me suck them titties, baby. No, yeah, let me suck them titties, baby. Let me suck them titties, baby. I know. Suck them titties on the west side. Suck them titties on the breast side. best titties I ever had. Oh, let me suck them titties right now. From the night turn to dawn, girl. Suck one, maybe two. And then your boy gone. Yeah. Let me suck them titties, baby. Oh, yeah. Let me suck them titties, baby. Let me suck them.
So I use the restroom real fast.
So, Mom, Dad, do you like him?
How many followers does he have?
Like 300 something.
That's a little low, honey.
I know.
So he's not an influencer? Who is he influencing?
His dog.
He probably only wants you for your followers.
That's not true.
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything, but when they brought the food over, he didn't take any pictures, no videos, nothing. He just started eating like some animal.
Yeah, I saw that too.
What are his pronouns?
He, him.
Oh, God.
There it is. What are we supposed to tell the family?
How much Bitcoin does he make?
He makes regular money.
Okay, I'm done. That's it. I'm done. No.
You're hurting your father so much.
When they say Asians are yellow,
sure are.
I don't look yellow.
You're not Asian.
I don't look yellow.
You're
What is that?
You know, yeah. This is the kind that's climbing a tree.
Help! You are
That's the
still.
kind of Asian
You're
you
a
are.
darker. You're a dark yellow.
Yeah.
But why do they say? What are you saying? When,
I don't look yellow.
Yeah, you do. We've gone over this 100 times. The shirt that you're wearing blends in. It looks like you're wearing a long sleeve right now. I actually can't tell if you're wearing a long
Silly
sleeve or
what
not.
you're saying.
Baby, I heard you got a new man. You know where you want to be. It's purple. Are you worried about her location, player? You know she with me. Quit bothering us. It's purple.
And I rolled in. There we go. How'd you like my assortment of incredibly sourced memes?
Family show, huh?
Oh yeah, big family show and stuff.
This is rated E for everyone.
This is rated E for everybody.
Dragging my reputation through the mud.
Well, I remember back in the day we used to raid channels for lemons.
Which
Petrus Farm remembers.
For lemons.
Oh
my
you remember
gosh.
that shit?
People don't even know about the stuff we were doing back then. Like there was another streaming platform. Won't mention it, but
there was an exodus we had.
It was
Jews out of Egypt is
it
what
was
happened.
crypto and crypto based streaming platform, and they used to give away ninja guineas and lemons.
Yeah, all the ninja guineas. Holy shit!
All that shit, and we got paid that way. We were actually like we would make money. People having lemon fights and stuff in the chat rooms.
Yeah,
those were the good old days,
dude. It was the good old days.
Like that's what bought that platform bought all of my professional streaming gear.
That's crazy.
We took all the money from that and put it all back into Discord Syndicate into building the channel and the streaming gear. And
put that chest one up, Kyle. He said, "RG, when are you going to open that chest?"
Oh, the chest.
Explain the chest for a minute.
Yeah. So there was a chest that would collect lemons. And at the end of the stream, you could either release those lemons and give them back to the people, or you can hold on to them. And we used to hold on to them all the time.
Yeah,
it's stacking.
But we'd go and raid other channels.
I'm not going to call you a jewel, but I'm just saying.
And we'd throw a lot of lemons at the other streamers.
Yeah. Ski Cat make it rain, babe. Ski Cat used to make it rain. Sheesh, out to Ski Cat, where are you at?
Man, that was a good man right there. And a lot of people thought it was Richard or something. It wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't.
We
Richard.
actually knew who he was, and he got pestered by people were literally begging him for money, and it got so weird, and so he just kind of said, "I'm done. I'm out of here. Can't take it no more." So he bailed.
I was getting a lot of people asking me for money in 22, actually. Yeah, not 23. That was it's kind of, but like 20. Like I think what happened was people got caught off guard of the bear market coming.
I got some really good advice from from Ken McElroy. He's Robert Kiyosaki's
Kiyosaki's
partner.
guy. Yeah, I know.
And I was talking to Ken about all this, and he was talking about kind of like, new wealth syndrome and stuff, and how you taking this, and he goes, I know you're mature and you've been around for a while, and how you how's money changing your life, and we talked, and then we talked about like family and people coming to you for money, and he said, I'm going to tell you the one thing that fixed my wealth situation within my family. He said, whenever anybody came and asked me for money, he said, all right, I'm going to give you this money, but you're only going to get money from me one time, one time only. Are you sure this is what you want? Are you sure this is where you need it? You need this money right now, because this is the only time you're ever going to get to ask me.
Right.
And he said 9 times out of 10, they walk away from him. But
dude, I really need to buy this Pulsechain though. Can you imagine?
I really got to leverage a new bag, man. It's the bottom. It's the bottom's in, bro.
I've sold the business that I've owned for 37 years. I've leveraged it and everything. I've sold kidneys, done blood transfusions. I've sold.
So I like that. It's like, hey, give them.
But that's great advice.
Give them one shot and be on with them.
But that is a real one. Other one's moving far away.
Changing your number.
Moving far away and changing your number.
Oh my God!
Legally change your name by one word.
I've already helped family members and whatnot, and I want to continue to do so. And my family's been great. They haven't come to me and like hit me up for money or anything like that. But I take care of business when I need to take care of business, and take care of family when they need to get taken care of. And I want to do more of that. I want to give away. We were talking about the other night, giving away toys at Christmas time, finding a good family to hit up and and do stuff like that with.
Someone that really did inspire me with this is like, I had been thinking about doing this, but someone actually did it, was Crypto Coffee during this. I'm not sure if he did it during. My memory's going a little bit, but he did it on Christmas time, or he did it around. What's it called? Thanksgiving, where like he was giving out money to people at the supermarket and stuff like that. I thought that was really, there's some really good stuff that we can do that I'm gonna try to do some charitable things during like this bull run, and be able to do continually and stuff like that. But I'm in the same boat. My family's been great and everything like that. But if I'm hearing about it, then it's serious. That's kind of the other thing too, is like, I've talked a lot to people about, you have to like be, because some people are being real melodramatic. Like, I want to get away from my family because they're just getting him. And like, all right, you're just being a little kid, right? Or you're just being a weenie, right? Other time it's kind of like, no, your family is very toxic. Did people do like, people get like,
well, and who they are in your family, like,
right?
The one that's like, okay, well, that one's coming eventually.
Yeah.
But then it's like, oh shoot, that one would never ask me, and man, they're hurting.
And
they're not even telling me. And
you hear from when you hear through the grapevine.
Then you can step in. But that's the way it's been with a couple of family members. But
let me ask you something, right? Because you've done really well for yourself in crypto, and just imagine like over the next 8 years, right? In whatever form in the wealth you have, right? You're going to 10x, 20x from here at least, and you're going to take some money off the table. You're still going to be in, and then the next cycle it goes up from there. And how do you deal with like? I think maybe you're in a really good position, because I think your kids are already kind of grew up with like it wasn't like they like you brought them up in like craziness, right? I feel like your kids are really grounded.
Yeah, my two oldest.
Yeah,
they're of age. They're one's in college, one's gone through college, and now he's got his own businesses and stuff, and he's in crypto too. He got in Hex early.
Yes, sir.
So those two, they get it. I remember one time it was right when Hex started taking off, and I started talking about it with them, like, hey, look, chill, this is the real deal.
Yeah.
Fucking look, show them wallets and stuff, and like, Mama was like, okay, well, start paying some bills and shit. I want to see that. Don't show me your wallet. Put the money where the mouth is, right? And so my daughter was in the kitchen at the table there, and a package came in for me, and it was the double throwdown trick of the week iPhone. 1 terabyte, the whole big shebang shaboom. And I pulled it out, and I'm like, hey, my new phone came in.
That's a 6, I think, right? 6 or 8, right? Yeah.
It was a 14, I think.
It was a 14.
13 or 12 or something. And so my wife sees it and she's like, and my wife's pity pincher. You know, she's had to put a dime every month where $1 goes every month. And she does it. She knows how to make everything stretch.
Yeah.
And she looked at that. She's like, why did you get that? That thing's expensive, you know? And my daughter, without freaking skipping a beat, was like, what does that matter? We're rich, right? And then my wife like flew across the room, snatched her up and said, you don't ever talk like that. You know, let her have it. And then from then on, my daughter was like way cool on the down low with it. But she popped off one time and I was like, this ain't gonna be good for you, girl. And yeah, she let her have it. But my youngest, he's growing up where, you know, life is already completely different from him than the other two when they were growing up, you know, watching me work every day. So I'm home every day and he's, you know, so he's kind of being brought up in it, but still with the same values and the same morals that we've always had as parents, you know, and so nothing's really changing personality wise. But I'm noticing that, you know, he's got a different style.
Yeah.
Things are, you know, he wants you know, things to him are important, like a messy, you know, freaking jersey, you know, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And, you know, not like the other two. They didn't ask for shit.
He likes the foosball.
Yeah, he's like the foosball, you know, and I can just tell he's a different kind of cat, you know, and but still growing up with good values in school and all that stuff. But life for him is different. I mean, the kid's, you know, been on 3 cruises already with us and you know, staying in suites and, you know, and all that kind of stuff. So his life's different, but he doesn't know any different. So still good. But, you know, I always keep the kids grounded and I keep, you know, my daughter's, she's invested in crypto now. And my son is highly invested in crypto and he's actually out there, you know, making moves and doing real well. I mean, I think he listens to you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, so he's smart.
But you know what? You know what, bro? It's like, you know, look, I'm a Hexican through and through, full-blooded. I shill hex. I tell people, you know, to stay away from everything out there. And, you know, even you and I have had private conversation and you've told me, oh man, you got to get into this one. And I didn't, and I regretted it because it went up or whatever. And, you know, but there's, you know, there's room for everybody to go do what they want to do in it. And there's people that are successful at it. And you've done a really good job. You know, I watched my kid, he goes out there and he's done a really good job. Surprisingly, you know, I always warn him and say, dude, you're going to get wrecked. But no, he seems to be avoiding the pitfalls like you yourself have. And, you know, and some people can do that. I can't. I buy good shit and it goes down.
Right.
I sell good shit and it goes up. You know, I sell my hex goes up. Yeah. I buy hex goes down. So, you know, I mean, I think I put up, I'm not going to say how much, I put a bunch of money in at 12 cents.
Yeah.
A bunch. That was like my last big giant buy, man. I made a big buy at 12 cents and it's, you know, that's still, you know, not in the profit.
Not in profit.
But you know, some people can do it. I can't.
But you're gonna. I mean, I don't have to tell you this, but that's gonna come back. You know, like that's. That's a beautiful thing. But like, you can't shake. That's what the thing is. Once you've been around a while, you can't shake us out. You can't shake us out and stuff like. But this is also why I've always found it kind of crazy, kind of cringy actually, when I see new people in the Pulsechain community just kind of go like I can't wait one day when the Hexagons are gone and it's just us Pulse people and this and this. It fucks me like, bro, if the backbone of the community is Hexagons, if they go away, bro, the chain's fucked. Dude.
Yeah, no, that's the one thing that I pride myself on is like being in the early days, you know, rallying the troops. And I mean, you, me, Hexo, Coffee, Kinetics, you know, we were all, you know, boom in the beginning, just hammer. No matter how hard they came at us, we came back, and it was like we just kept gathering more and more troops, stronger and stronger community. And goddamn, man, this fucking Hexagon community just turned into
it's a monster.
It's a monster.
It's a monster.
Like everybody, they hate us, they loathe us, they fear us, they respect us.
Yeah,
which is
they're having trouble ignoring us now. They're having trouble.
Well, they can't ignore us anymore. That's for sure.
Who was it? Was it Rand? I just saw it
Dude,
recently.
it's so funny. Rand gets on stream and he's talking, and the fucking hex and the pulse chain bubbles are all like big around behind him, and he's just like trying to. It's like you see, he's trying to like
not say it.
Okay, Richard Hart ecosystem's doing good. You know, he popped the bubble that one time. Get that damn pulse bubble up, man. He got so much shit for that.
Yeah. BitBoy. I mean, BitBoy's like I'll tell you this. I've met BitBoy's gonna do a whole video and stuff like. But I'll say this: look, I've met BitBoy in person. He's actually he is a cool guy. He's better than a lot of these influencers because I've met some of these influencers. They're a little prima donnas, man.
Yeah, I met him and he was all right. I mean, I don't know, but this shit that he's been doing is cringe, man. And I don't know what he was trying. I don't know if he was trying to gain followers by being outrageous and like he was running around chasing Sam around.
I think the first half of that stuff was real. Then the back half he played it up.
But he was shilling FTX.
Oh, he was.
He shilled it fucking the whole time. He shilled it, and then he runs around like, I'm running after Sam Bankman-Fried on his front yard right now. I'll be, and it was like, dude, you're like the kind of dude that comes over to the party and like steals somebody's dope and helps them look for it.
Seen that shit happen too many times.
You know what I'm saying? Like you stole my bag of cocaine and now you're helping me look for it. That's what Ben did.
Scummy shit.
As far as I'm concerned. But anyway.
He ain't right. Well, that example is pretty incredible.
That's what he was doing. You know, he was acting like.
You hear Mashinsky didn't pay his lawyers.
Oh.
Bruh, dude, that's so funny, dude. You know, sometimes when you go on your phone, you scroll back. Not scroll back, but you kind of go to the the search bar. Sometimes it shows you like moments. I just have a picture with him, dude. I was like, holy shit, look at this thing.
Well, I remember them. Did you see the picture of everybody? You know, everybody in orange jumpsuits, Mashinsky and everybody in their orange jumpsuits, and then Richard in his Gucci.
Yeah. Well,
because they all told him he was going to jail.
Oh yeah, it's great, isn't it? But it's kind of funny to me the Gucci, like BitBoy and Richard are the only two that are still out here running around, and they're in the Gucci suits. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, you know, just saying it. But at the very least, like I give a fair shakeout to like anyone that's like we had so few people helping us out at all with like Hex and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like BitBoy's always been cool. Ivan on Tech's always been cool. Ivan's a good guy too, and so he plays the markets like a fiddle, dude. I got a lot of respect for him, but he knows how to. He's such a genius with this shit. It's like he misses the bear market, then as it's starting to warm up a little bit, he comes back, and then 80% of the bull market done. He walks off, and like he's not there for, and then like. Hey guys, I'm back. What's up, man? And like genius, dude. Because he misses like he's like, hey, I didn't get you right.
That's what I thought Polk was gonna do. Because like, remember how he kind of
dude, I miss Polk so much in crypto. God, he was so good. He was so good.
Dude, he was the best. Doug is the best, man. That guy, nobody streamed like him, man.
Dude, Doug Polk was the absolute it was the gem in the bear market, and then he just stopped. Why did he stop again? He just didn't like it anymore.
He freaking crypto was wrecked, and he was like, I'm out of here. You know, I mean, the guy made his fortune in poker or whatever.
Right.
So he was just like.
Now we have Alex Becker. Alex Becker's the one that's taking over kind of Polk's thing. I like Alex Becker. He's cool. He's cool. But he's kind of like he did some weird shit in the bear market where he's like, fuck crypto. I'm all about GameFi only. Because like a lot of these ideas were just fleshed out. Like the whole red pill originally was from the pickup artist community, and they just started noticing like a couple of like, oh, that's weird. Like that actually works on almost everybody. Like that this weird thing happened with this, and then a bunch of guys like this happened with this black girl, this happened with this Asian girl, this is Mexican chick, this white girl, this Indian girl. Oh, they all do that. That's so weird. And then comparing notes, and over time it was whittled down into like this stuff. This is the real stuff versus the fake stuff. And then what happened is it starts getting just like everything, like. There's grifter pastors, you know. There's mega churches and stuff. Just like I think Rolo just tries to show like people get mad at Rolo for this because this is what it is. I'm not going to tell you what to do with it.
Yeah,
and then people get mad. Rolo, you should tell me what I should do with it. Like what the fuck? Tell me. And then here comes other people who take like a lot of the stuff in the red pill. They took Rolo's books, they take the information and they use it to push the narrative they want.
Yeah,
and sometimes the narrative is actually really good. Like there's like go have a family, go have some kids. I think that's a good thing. Like, dude, if you don't have kids, like you disappeared. Like 1,000 generations of your grandparents having sex, great grandparents, everything, and it ends with you. You know, and it ends with you, right?
Yeah. And then I think that too, and then I go, but does it matter? But does it really matter that my bloodline stops here? It doesn't matter. You know, all that really matters to me is, you know, the amount of days I have breathing on this planet, to be honest, you know, so, but, you know, leaving a legacy to leave a better place is important.
And the two with like the other thing, I think one of the reasons why the red pill it's just like, all right, so like a pendulum, right? When the Democrats were really in control and they're pushing the lefty mentality, the right hand comes in swinging hard, and then when the righties get kind of crazy, it's this constant flow back and forth, and you're seeing that. You just had a long time where they were just pushing this really bad narrative. We were pushing the 1950 narrative, you know, happy wife, happy life, and that's still there's like a kernel of truth in there. Like, you obviously can't be just a dictator asshole to your wife. Like, come on, like, you know, But there's this whole thing too, where like the thing is, like, even like I still would tell somebody don't get married today, just because the laws are just so terrible in your place, because you're basically giving and I like look, I'm not anti, dude. I think marriage is so damn beautiful. I wish I could get married. I could get married, and as a matter of fact, I could get married tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Literally tomorrow, I could get married if I wanted to. Across the street, yeah, drive through, baby, let's go, right? But I could get married if I want to. But here's the problem: is like now I've given this woman this leverage over me to fuck me bad. And like, we can be in love, but now it's like, baby, I love you so much. But here's this 1,000-pound plate on top of my head. Anytime you get mad at me and you really want to, just push the button, drop it on my head, hurt me real bad. Like, and then you get to take half of my shit. If we have kids, and obviously the kid stuff, that's different because like, I understand like the whole child support stuff on that side for kids. I understand that. It gets excessive though. Like, that's where I want some limits on that. But it's like we're putting this economic incentives to rip apart like there should be more incentives to keep families together. I think there should be more tax benefits. There should be way more things to incentivize people to stay married, and there should be punishments for you know, breaking the thing up and everything like that, especially if you have kids. You know. Yeah. You know, but you're married. All, you would understand. You're married, so you know.
Yeah, marriage is a contract. First of all,
correct.
That's all it is a contract. It has nothing to do with you two as a couple.
Right.
It's the contract, and when you sign the contract, as a man, you have to, you know, that you have to adhere to those ramifications of the contract.
Marriage is a contract, yeah.
And that's all it is. Now, relationship is a whole completely separate, different thing from that contract. And relationships are hard. Yeah. They're freaking hard. The best of them out there, you know, and you know, it's a give and take every day. It's a give and take. And sometimes your wife is the one that's given, and sometimes you're the one that's given. And sometimes, you know, it's just, and then sometimes you're both on the same page where you're looking to take, and, you know, or you're both looking to give. And I mean, it's just constant balance in and out, and it's not easy. Relationships aren't easy. And you know, anybody out there thinking about getting into them, you know, I mean, think again. First of all, you're getting in a contract.
Yeah. And that's the messed up thing. And that's also the thing about like, we've taken away that from the community, like, because we've like, you know, obviously like removing church from state, of course, but then as the community has got like people have gone away from even religion more. Like, people are way less religious than they used to be as well. So that's also taken one extra of these rite of passage away. Mm-hmm. And even me, like, who've grown up, like, I would like, you know, confirmation, you know, baptism, first communion, everything, right? But still, even me doing all that stuff, I still felt a little bit like not as like close to it, but not as close. Where like that event would have been substantially incredible in the 1800s. Where something like, you know, it would have been a very big thing and stuff like that, where like the whole town, you know, we still have the only thing left over from that in the Mexican community is the fucking quinceañera or the fucking, because it's a party to celebrate a woman. So of course we're gonna fucking do it. That's never gonna die. The quinceañera, sweet 16, like
baptism,
quinceañera and the sweet 16 back to back. That ain't never leaving. Never in your fucking life.
Yeah, you're whiter than me. You call it a quinceañera?
Quinceañera, like quinceañera. Well, I got a lot of English listeners.
Quinceañera.
Dude, white girls do quinceañeras.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
White girls do quinceañeras, and then like a sweet 16.
It was the sweet 16. Yeah.
Sheesh.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and you know what reason they would do that? Because they would sell, because like that's when a lot of girls would actually get pregnant. That's from way back. That's what to celebrate. You've hit the age, like you're like marriage material now. You know,
may as well get that wedding dress now, right?
Shotgun wedding, right?
We are in Vegas.
Man. But, well, I mean,
I got one more thing before we wrap up, right?
All right.
What about that Westcott stream?
What's that?
How was the Westcott stream?
The West.
Crisis King.
Of course, I knew it was going to come up. Look.
Yeah, pull that up for yourself.
First of all, shout out to my boy Westcott.
Yeah.
He's doing good work. He's doing great. I like his stream. I like his talent. I like the fact that he's in this community. Same with his boys.
Yeah.
You know, all of his crew, they're working hard. They're pushing the narrative. And they're right. They may not be accurate, but they're right. And they may not have done things the way I would do them, or that it was truly beneficial to them. But they put it out there.
Yeah.
They put their neck out there. And
I sense like a lot of red pill anger from them too, like a little bit of anger, because like I kind of get.
Well,
that,
they're young men.
Yeah.
And
they were shit on during this bear market hard.
You know, and when the community shits on you, or you feel like you're being shit on, you fight back, and I appreciate the energy. I admire the energy, but I think it's a little misdirected at times. And that's one of the things that I'd like to coach a lot of these guys in, is like, let's take that energy and focus it on making things happen for the community, making things happen in crypto, bettering yourself.
Yeah.
Instead of, you know, people out there, like I was talking about earlier, we've got these like Hexagon lynch mobs right now, and they're going after people who either were OGs at one time and now they mentioned another coin, or they mentioned, you know, and look at you're a fucking full-fledged, dyed-in-the-wool, full-blooded Hexagon.
Yeah, I'm the black sheep.
Day one,
Yeah.
you were here. You talk about other shit
Yeah,
all the
always
time.
have, always have.
There's streams sometimes you do a stream for 2 weeks, don't even mention the word hex.
Yeah.
You know, but you're not, the lynch mob's not outside with pitchforks and torches. So I think that sometimes people are just taking that energy and focusing it on something that they feel like they can focus it on. And again, it's that rite of passage. It's that thing that, you know, I got to get that fight out. I got to go to battle. I got to get in there. I got to do this. This is important, you know, and then all other things can get involved in it too. And I won't even talk about all that, but it's just, I think it's just misdirected energy, and it could be utilized better. But again, I don't hold anything against those guys. Even on that stream, they said some things to me that weren't right, or they shouldn't have said to me.
And they wouldn't have said in person either way as well, like that.
Well,
I think it would have been a different, but
me and Westcott have hung out. We've partied together. We've been out.
But it wasn't Westcott that was putting the energy out. It was his friend.
No. But Westcott's the one that shouted me down and called me names on the stream and whatnot. But I don't hold it against him. He and I have already, cleared it all up and everything. But yeah,
I was just like drunk. I was like, at some point, I was just listening. I was like, oh my God. I mean, I left early. I mean, I was just like, hey, later, guys.
I stuck around, and the reason why I did was because, you know, when something like that's happening, when it did on Discourse Syndicate, we had a couple of times where things like that happen. You just let it play out. You let people, stick their neck out there. You let them hang themselves. You let them you just let it go, and it's really all that matters is how I react and what I did, to me. And then, in the morning when everybody wakes up and they go, oh shit, what did I do? Or whatever, or fuck, I was right. I'm glad I did what I did. That's everybody's prerogative to deal with it how they want to deal with it. But, I like the energy in this community. And, there was probably some feelings that got hurt elsewhere, not mine. I've been told worse things by much better people, so it doesn't really bother me too much what happens in this space as far as people criticizing me or whatever. But
I only got a little irritated for the Marcos kind of like, shitting, because they were just mostly picking on him a little bit. And then,
their energy was fully focused on him.
Yeah.
And I even told Marco himself, hey man, I understand you know, that you know what your position is on this other project or whatever. But maybe being an OG, full-blooded out there in the community Hexagon, it wasn't really such a good idea to come that hard.
Yeah.
You know, maybe
I have a theory on it, but I'll
maybe you know, staying in the background, you know, because I don't tell anybody what's in my bags. You know, it's loaded with hex, it's loaded with pulse, loaded with pulse hex.
And a lot of Bitcoin maxes do that as well.
There's other stuff in there too. Yeah. And I'm not going to shill any of it to anybody. I'm not going to try and get anybody wrecked. But hey, I'm in Vegas too. I might go throw some money on the craps table.
Hey, we're going to the craps table. What do you mean if?
You know, that's my prerogative.
Right.
And do I tell people to go to Vegas and sit on the craps table? No. Do I tell people to go out and go get drunk? No.
But do I tell you to buy the bottom? Yes.
By the bottom. By the fucking but you know, I mean, I don't know. This space was supposed to be full of people who, you know, live and let live.
Yeah.
You know, kind of, you know.
I kind of get the drinking thing you were telling me back in the day a little bit. Like,
yeah.
But the thing is, everyone is so different with alcohol. Like, everyone really like. I'm a happy drunk to sleepy drunk. If I ever did drink, other people get like an energy from it that it can be turned very negative very quickly.
But here's the one thing I do know about drinking. So you know, I don't drink. I stopped
yeah.
drinking many years ago. But here's what I do know about drinking and drinkers and stuff. Not every time does a drinking incident turn into a problem or an issue or whatever.
Franklin's right on
But
that.
think about it.
Yeah.
Every problem or issue usually came from some drinking. A lot of times there are big problems that happen because people drink. They let their guard down.
Most of the times, there's some people that sober.
Oh yeah,
sober. Well,
don't worry. No, sober people can do the same thing.
It's still on site.
Yeah, so sober people can do the same thing. Don't get me wrong. But a lot of times, if you look at your life and you look at some of the bad decisions you made or some of the bad things that happened to you or others, there's usually a drinking incident involved in there.
I can see it. Yeah.
Family fight, you know, impropriety, you know.
Also another one too, where like the harder I work, the luckier I get. You can be crazy. And this is one thing I took from you from like when we were doing Discord Syndicate. I remember you told me this off stream and on stream. You told me one of the things that saved my butt was like, well, all my buddies were out partying and stuff, doing really good. I would always get a second job or I try a second side hustle. And then when the first thing collapsed, I at least had that. And then this is why I never lost my house. I remember you saying that. And it always stuck. It stuck with me for fucking years, even back. Like, I mean, this is like, you know, it's landscaping days. I still, yeah. But bro, it really stuck with me forever. And I always remember that. Like, if there's one thing that like, that was one of the things that you said that like, I always remembered.
Yeah. You know? And you know, for me to become so put it this way, a lifetime, 54, 53 years worth of hard work, dedication, research, trying to build other businesses, you know, getting myself surrounded around good people, getting into crypto, seeing crypto, seeing how it works, operating through it, dealing with the ups and downs, finding Richard, finding the right product, you know, to become an overnight success. It took me 53 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And of doing all the things to keep failing forward to get into it. Because if I was the guy that just worked, you know, 60, 70, 80 hours a week and sat on my couch and drank a beer and just did that every day and didn't, okay, screw it. I'm not going to sit on my couch and drink a beer. I'm going to go start a business at night.
Was it God helps those who help themselves?
Yep, exactly.
Yep. And that's some real shit.
So it was hard. It was really, really hard. And my family lost a lot of my time because I always had a side hustle and a 60-hour work week. And, you know, but you know what? It paid off.
Yeah.
And that was because I kept going. Now, I would have never heard about crypto. I would have never got involved with Richard if it wasn't for me doing all the side hustles and trying to get something else going on. And a lot of my shit failed. I mean, all of it failed, you know, one thing after another, you know, wife laughing at me, friends and family and everybody laughing at me going, oh, you fucked up again. Oh, you wasted your money there. You wasted your time there. And
shout out to your wife, man.
And shout out to my wife. But I mean, and you know, people come at you hard. And then I had a couple of people that spoke into my life that said, no, don't quit.
Yeah.
No, you didn't fail. You fell forward. Now get back up, dust yourself off, and keep going forward. Don't look back. Don't look at the closed door that just shut behind you.
Right.
That thing failed. Go. Next. And that path led me into crypto space, which led me into finding Richard, which finding Hex, and then, changing everything, and then, and some people, I take real offense to people saying, got lucky. OGs got lucky. Fuck you.
Nope.
I didn't get lucky.
That was not luck.
I did my research. I trusted in Richard because I saw something different in him than I seen anywhere else. Nobody was talking like him. Nobody was doing the things that he was doing or said that he was.
And this is coming from when there was like there's dime a dozen of people like that in 2017. They all fucked off. They all fucked off. It went from like everyone was a genius. Boom. Yeah, Doug Polk talking like once in a while and Richard Hart doing streams.
Yeah,
that's it. That was fucking it. And then this is what made him special, and we believed in him and stuff. And then even then too, he still was pretty. I mean, like doing some crazy streams. I mean, like obviously what was the guy? Bitcoin Jesus. What's his name?
Roger Ver.
Roger Ver. Yeah. All those
Roger's
streams.
all pissed off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
And now he's like one of the biggest VCs out here. I mean,
yeah,
he's a Bitcoin. He's the devil, I guess now. Yeah,
I don't know.
But he's a good dude.
He might. There's people that think he's a big hex bag holder too.
I wouldn't doubt it. I really wouldn't doubt it because just from stuff I know he's around. I've seen his money move around. I've been in the interview and
and him and Richard aren't unfriendly.
They're not unfriendly. No.
So my guess is that there's a lot of people out there that have bags of hex that we don't know about that are bigger.
Some of the biggest VCs in crypto are Bitcoin guys. Like remember when we went to Bitcoin Miami?
Yep.
Not one person told me to buy Bitcoin. Not one. I'm at Bitcoin HQ Bitcoin.
They weren't talking about Bitcoin. That's
Paul. You're the Pulse guys. Here, come to this influencer party. Like Pulse. These are the Pulsegans. Oh shit. Hey, what's going on? The new Pulse chain's launching. Hey,
yeah. No, they were all talking about themselves.
Yeah. Or taking. Oh my god. You know the one guy at the
smelling their own farts.
I could not for the life of me talk to Benjamin Cohen just because he had like his little he just wasn't doing anything at the party. He was just kind of sitting on a couch by himself surrounded by like bodyguards or something.
There was a few like strange ones there, but
yeah. He still has some synthetics. I do have synthetics.
Yeah.
I still have synthetics. What are you talking about? I still have Litecoin.
You got a monster bag of that shit, I'm sure. Just sitting there waiting for the day it comes back.
All right, if I'm okay. The most Litecoin I ever had, I've got a quarter of that.
Okay.
I sold my last big chunk I sold was at $112. It pumped up during the Litecoin halving a little bit, and then
so Charlie called you?
No,
Hey, I'm gonna dump, bro.
Oh, that Charlie.
Hey, Litecoin, I'm gonna dump. Yeah, no.
I was like, I've got a couple of Charlies. Dump it.
Dump it.
No, but that's what that's what happens too. It's like, look, Hex Monkey's right. Miguel's got a moon bag of every crypto and he's ever created. Well, I don't know, been in. I don't know about created, but he's right. But this is the thing is like that's how you get rich in crypto. You have to have long-term bags. Like I never sell all my bags. I can get close to like I'll keep 5% or 10%. But if I think the coin has a shot, I rebuy back in. I get a bigger bag. And then I can maybe leftover money. I just like, well, let me put some over here. I kind of get in a position where if these bags do good again, I'm in it. And plus I understand it already. Mm-hmm. Like there is power to that. I mean, people thought Phantom was dead. People thought Solana was dead. People thought AVAX was dead. People thought Hex was dead. Pulsechain was dead. People thought everything was dead. Everything except Bitcoin is the true thing. The only thing. And now Ethereum's like, I'll pump in fucking Bitcoin now because guess what? The narrative changed. Why? They're not talking about the Bitcoin. Like Bitcoin's going to keep inching forward, right? It's going to keep going up, right? The halving it's still going to be Bitcoin town until the halving. After the halving, what are they going to talk about? When Ethereum ETF?
Because bro,
it switches. Then there'll be a Solana ETF.
And the big Bitcoin bags are waiting to dump into these multiple X coins.
They are. Do, like this is why I say crypto's trickle down economics. It actually is true because what happens is Bitcoin goes up, Ethereum goes up. The Ethereum guys go, okay, I'll put money into this stuff. Watch it. This is why I believe that eHex was still going to be alive and going to perform, right? This is why I bought the bottom on eHex. Mm-hmm. Did really good. Hey, I'm happy on that. Yeah, I'm happy on that. Like now, okay, with eHex, right? Let's just say there's no more buyers. The same amount of people buying, right? Mm-hmm. The Ethereum price will change. If the Ethereum price goes to $5,000, $8,000, and you have the same amount of people spending the same amount of Ethereum buying into eHex, the price will just jack up like that. You could have no more liquidity, right? It'll still go up in multiples because guess what? The thing you're buying with is just worth way more. So you're going to get performance out of that anyway.
Yep.
And then people are playing whale games too and stuff. So now the only time I do see a time where eHex is going to underperform a little bit, and this is what's going to happen. There's going to be a time between ETH scaling a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Price go up,
and Ethereum really costing a lot. At some point, like right now, even right now, it doesn't cost that much to do a transaction on Ethereum too much. Like $5, $4, $3. But later on, it's going to be $100, and then the volume's going to like EHEX is going to become more of a whale game.
Mm-hmm.
Where like a lot of small guys can buy EHEX right now, but but then people can still buy and sell it on Pulsechain anyway. So it's like, but that's what I'm trying to say is like that'll be the one thing that'll slow EHEX down is that the gas fees will go up like crazy on Ethereum. It'll go PHEX heavy, and then what'll happen is there'll be an upgrade on Ethereum, and then EHEX will go like this, and then it's going to be this. And it doesn't mean that EHEX goes on top of PX. It just means like the ratio will close up a little bit.
Yeah.
But watch this. If all, let's just say, I hope not, but let's just say Pulsechain fails, it all goes to shit. EHEX will always be here.
Yep.
It'll always be here.
Yep.
Because it's on Ethereum. And that's what I'm talking about.
I mean, even on my streams, I say, the only crypto that I promote is Hex.
Yeah.
Pulsechain still has to prove itself. Still has to prove.
Really?
Doing a great job.
I haven't heard you say that.
It's doing a great job. No, I've always said
How does it feel to be a betrayer of the community? No,
I'm going to get roasted for this one.
A true Hex Max, he doesn't even like, dude. I've never heard you say that.
And the same, with Pulse X, all these things still have to prove themselves. Something going to prove itself in less than a year. It's a L1. It's tough. It's difficult. You got to watch it. And do I have a big bag? Yeah, bigger bag than most people, and probably
because you got to take shots. It's in the wheelhouse and stuff. But I understand what you mean. You're right. It could, just like everything Hex could have failed to and stuff. We still got to take shots. You have to risk.
Hex did 4 years, flawless operation, 100% uptime, did exactly what it was supposed to do, and it's the best crypto out there. Hex is the GOAT. Hex is the coin that you can stand behind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can stand behind it. And that's what I've done. As little as I know about this space, and as much as I know about the space, I was able to make my way just by putting Hex out in front of me. And everything else, like I said, is just suspect.
Franklin's right. A true Hex can only preach is 555. That's right, RG.
and I'm not preaching 555. No.
The sun may die, but Hex will live forever. But okay, so God damn it. But even like, but the only thing with my thing is just like I have favorites. Like I have a lot in Pulsechain, Hex, all of it. I have a lot. But I still hedge my bets. But I still like in crypto, everything goes up so much that you could have like a good out. You're gonna make
in a bull run. You're
gonna make a lot.
Just look at your bag. And, okay, here it comes.
But I hedge but I have a hedge I'm not gonna say percentages, but like more than 20-30% is in alts in other ecosystems and stuff. And that just for me to play around with because sometimes when these things move, Pulsechain doesn't move sometimes. Like look what happened, right? Bitcoin, Ethereum moved a lot in October, November, right? December was literally L1 season. Solana went off, AVAX, everything. Pulsechain's not moving. Hex is what's going on right now. January comes around. I've been always I
knew it all along.
I mean, these are pale issues. Now the Christian Louboutins. I'm saying Hex and Pulsechain were the greatest things on planet Earth. I don't even want to like. Oh, there you go.
Hey. Got the run on stream now.
I'm not saying we're God's gift to Earth, but and that's what happened. It's so fucking funny to me because I've seen it happen so many. It just always like I know it happens every time, but it fucking makes me laugh every time. It's just like, man, this stuff like, and this was bugging me too. I said this on stream the other day, right? Is that how the fuck is the community this bearish? We were at 2x off the lows already, right? Pulsechain was 34. We were at 50 on Pulsechain. Pulsex was literally 9, bro. 9, and it's at 14. And then everyone's like, less people were crying at those prices. We literally were at a 50% to a 2x, and everyone's like fucking about to kill themselves about to jump off the rope themselves. And then we pump up. And then everyone's like, now everyone's trying to get a little happy now that incentive, it's so fucking funny to me. It's so hilarious. Like, I don't understand. You would think at the exact low that'd be the bearish. No, everyone's still holding hope.
But why are they happy? They're selling. Are they selling right now? Because I'm not happy until I'm selling, and I ain't selling anytime soon. Not at these.
I do think some. I heard the Saudis are selling a little bit. I just here, Tay. Abdul get the rocks, but like. I heard the Saudis are taking a little profit at the sack price, but that was already eaten up and stuff. But hey man, if you do need if you are up a little bit, if you are up 5 times, 6 times in your money, you want to take out 5%. Fucking do it. Do whatever the fuck you want with your crypto. It's your crypto. I'm not taking profits here because I mean I think it's going to go higher and stuff like that, and I don't need to anyway. But it does feel nice when the number's higher because it's like, yay, you have options, right? And that's what's super nice about it.
Options.
And options are
Options
dangerous.
buy you freedom.
Yep.
Freedom buys you happiness.
And Silvertooth may buy the bottom.
Go get it, Silvertooth.
That's crazy. I
I'm
never
rooting for
remember.
you.
I never remember that guy in the beginning and stuff. Was he here in the beginning? I don't remember him. Like,
I don't remember him in the beginning.
Yeah, that's one thing we were saying early, but I think you said this too and stuff. Like, was like that we're gonna have in the future we're gonna have everyone saying that they were here in the beginning. They were OGs and stuff like that. You know, like
yeah. I mean,
so
more power to him.
More power to him. But I will say this about Pulsechain. One good thing, what I do like about Pulsechain is that I can say like, instead of saying Hex sometimes, like when I meet like, oh yeah, I'm investing in the Pulsechain ecosystem or Hex ecosystem and stuff. It's like, and then someone's like, what is, so you're in the Hex? Yeah, it's an L1, just like every other L1 and stuff. It's like, and then when I explain that, like, oh, I can do a bunch of X because they all, most of these altcoin guys can understand the L1 thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh yeah, the Phantom did this, Pulsechain did this, Solana did this. They like, oh okay, they get the strategy. They're like, yeah, I think like Pulsechain's a new L1. I mean, it's gonna, L1s usually do pretty good and stuff like that. He's like, okay, I get that.
Yeah.
That's
when you look at all L1s, even the shittiest of them and how many X's that they've done.
And they do X's.
And they do X's. They all do X's. And what's funny is that Pulsechain is getting this slow start, you know, because all the other ones had already made lots of multiple X's.
Right.
And being birthed in this
bear market,
this worst of the worst bear markets, I think is even creating more kinetic energy for Pulsechain.
Yeah.
Because it should have outperformed all of those other L1s.
Right.
Just by its design, you know, but it was birthed in the gutter of the bear market, you know, of the worst bear market we've ever seen. So I think that the upside to Pulsechain is freaking, it's going to run away. When it runs away, it's going to run away. And it's going to run away for good. Right. Just like Hex did, you know, and we told people that for months, you know, hey, this thing, man, it's doing what it's supposed to. This is going to run away, guys. And it did. It ran away. And you will never see, you know, like these low sub penny multiple zero freaking days again in Hex, you know.
There'll come a time where we don't go below SAC anymore, ever.
There will be a time.
I mean, Pulsex is still under SAC. I mean, and look, and this is why I understood too. Like you know, I talked to Wes Cod as well and stuff like that. And I give him a lot of leeway here because look, let's be for real. They went hard. Like the Flux guys, the Buck dudes, the Dylans. Which I love the guys, but I'm about to be racist here. But no, but yo, they were going hard on them because it's like Pulsex performed pretty badly. Pretty badly. I mean, like people were able to, but listen, it went above SAC rate. It went 40. It went up to 14. People were able to take profits. It was there. Even if the price came, people were able to take tons of profit even if they sold a little bit and they could rebuy back in. But even though if they didn't, the price went down. The crazy part was people were buying. Like I had learned my lesson from Hex and a bunch of these other coins, and now like we don't, like us as Hexicans, we had sacked a lot already. We've been waiting a long time. So I didn't start buying until we were in the red. That's what dollar cost. Look at that magic. The channel, not by the top, by the bottom, right? But we were buying. We were buying the bottom and stuff like that. But I was really there's also there's a lot of people who came into Pulsechain for the first time, and the one that I think people got really hurt on. I don't think people really got as hurt as on Pulsex. I really believe it was Pulsechain, because if you look at it, EHEX and PHEX split up. That kind of fucked the price up a little bit for both of them, and then people didn't know which one to buy. There's still way more fighting and stuff. And what happened is, a lot of the purchasing power went off to buy Pulsechain and Pulsex. And the problem with Pulsechain is it literally just ramped up to 30. It went to 340. And then now in its low was literally 30. So a lot of people bought very high and bought into that. And like, that was crazy to me, like too, and stuff like, I was telling a lot of my guys to chill out.
What about the people that were sacrificing after the SAC was over for months and big bucks too?
Even Richard was like, Jesus Christ, you guys,
stop. I mean, he felt so bad that he actually gave all those folks credit.
Yeah, he gave him credit. Like that was good. Dude, he was like, homies.
I mean, like the guy's a saint, to be honest. When I mean, so much shit talk. Some of the things that he's done, people just don't do in crypto, you know.
Yeah.
And I mean, that was nice of him to do that. People kept sacking, and he was like, "Okay, guys, got to stop, quit sacking." And then he went ahead and honored it anyway. But yeah,
I got a big question for you.
Uh-oh.
So if the Las Vegas event, right?
Yep, Las Vegas event.
How many days are you staying for? In terms of, are you staying longer?
Oh no.
Or are you gonna just like you have to?
I'll be here for the whole trip. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be here for the whole trip.
Got it and stuff like that. So
but yeah, so we'll make plans.
We'll make some plans and stuff. If you want to meet me, Charlie, RG3, I think SJ is gonna be. Is SJ gonna be there? SJ's gonna be there.
SJ and Black Hexagon will be there.
Black Hexagon and stuff like that. We're gonna have. I'm somehow find coffee in Bangkok somewhere.
Yeah.
And
so, but everybody book your hotels right now. You have to book your hotel before February 2nd in order to get the block rates. You can go to pulsechaintour.com, and that's where you can get your tickets, your VIP event, and get your room all set up.
Yeah, definitely use the
discounts,
the crypto mindset link and stuff like that.
Yep.
And book there, and then try to make a trip, even if you can make it for a day, man.
What's your guys' link?
It's in the chat in there.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's in the chat.
I mean, it's in the links in there and stuff. You'll see crypto mindset. Use the crypto mindset link. Book the VIP tickets and stuff. And then I think tomorrow I'm gonna go on with Charlie as well and stuff like that.
Right on.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be around like 3 p.m. and stuff like that. So you have any last things to say to the chat, you guys, or RG?
That's it. See you guys on the Pulsechain tour. There's all kinds of different dates. Going to be coming to a lot of cities. We're going global, so we'll be.
Did we catch up to the super chats go?
Germany,
we still got a
Italy,
couple more.
all these different. Look at all these.
Oh, let's get shit fucked. Well, I'm gonna rug you guys before the super chats are done. So go ahead.
All right, we got a Mir with the $4.99 super chat. My PulseX Hex bags is at a 2.5x.
Nice.
But I have no ink, and I've been waiting for a red candle, but I'm not getting it. Would be smart move to buy on a green now. FOMO's real.
No. Jesus Christ. Do not
liquidity provide. Get your ink for free.
Yeah, get it for free or something like that if you want. If you want to, or if you really want to position, the way you do it is, you figure out a dollar amount that you want to invest into it, and then you use that to buy either Pulsechain incentive token or Pulsex incentive token, and then that's my position there.
Yep,
that's the way. And think about it like they're not gone, but it's like there it is right there. But yeah, I would definitely wait for like a red day or something like that. It could keep going up, but I don't think the Pulsechain ecosystem is done pumping. I think it's still going to go up a little bit more, but yeah, like things could change. I mean, one update from Richard and we just like fly, dude. I mean,
SEC falls on its face, any of that kind of stuff.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Fast Abdul.
Then we got Fast Abdul with
what country is that?
That's Uruguay, or what was it called? It's a peso from Uruguay.
Oh, Uruguay?
Yeah, Uruguayan peso. Anyways, with the 150, 2 PHUCs, we give more PHUCs and maybe bribes.
Okay, cool. Shout out to you. I'll check it out, but hey, shout out to you, brother.
Then we have the masculine investor with the 499. When you say 3 cycles, I assume you mean 12 years. If that is a joke, what is worth holding / staking for the next 20 plus years outside of BTC and ETH?
I mean, I believe Hex will and stuff. I believe the thing is it's hard outside of that. The thing is every cycle is a little different. Like we can tell. This is why like we do a lot of the crypto mindset courses during the bear market, is that we're able to we're like when you're in the middle of the bear market, you're starting to see what's actually failing and not like there's some stuff where like, oh yeah, it's gone.
Yeah,
it's gone and stuff like that. This is why this was such a surprising bear market. Like a lot of projects died. A lot of the L ones survived. That was the weird things. We're like, okay, this is why I said it was going to be a retail cycle, because these things are going to shoot up. Like what's going to happen is all this retail is going to start coming in because of the ETF, the price going up over 100,000. And then they always do this shit. Like Bitcoin's over $100,000. Do you know if you like when you know that there was a pizza bought for 20,000 Bitcoin and stuff, that 20,000 Bitcoin is worth $500 million. You stupid idiot. You know, if you stupid fucking idiot, if you had just bought Bitcoin back in the day, you would be rich today too. And then you go back to the news back then, you were a stupid idiot if you're buying Bitcoin. You're a stupid idiot. This shit's going to, and then they always do that.
You should have sold at 11 cents.
Yeah. Somewhere hexologist, he bought the first Bitcoin, he bought the first pizza with Hex, and some were crying in the room because that pizza is worth trillions of dollars to, and that's gonna be the stories and stuff. It always happens, except hexologists smart enough to have moon bags and to have T-shares. I think the guy who bought the pizza just didn't even keep any of that Bitcoin or didn't do anything,
It's rough.
Yeah.
Most of them didn't.
Yeah.
Like that one guy that lost his thing in the landfill and come to find out he found it. You know, he found it.
Did he find it actually?
He found it. Spent $3 million to dig up the landfill.
They actually opened it?
They found it and opened it. And guess what?
What?
It wasn't Bitcoin he was mining.
Oh
no, shut up.
It was some freaking gaming crypto weird shit, something.
Oh my God.
$3 million loan. That's what I was informed.
He had the city search for him, right? And they're saying they're going to
Yeah, he
give
shut the landfill down and cost him.
I
$3
thought they
million.
told him no because of environmental damages and stuff for opening the bag or something.
I don't know. From what
Oh.
I understand, he got the loan and did it and found it, and it wasn't Bitcoin.
Fiat.
And we got Fiat.
They
with the
super
$10.
chatted more money.
Dude, they were fighting in the chat, like just shitting on each other. It was hilarious.
So Fiat's like, let me super chat more money and then tell you how much little money that is. So it's like Fiat with the 10 Australian dollars.
Yeah.
150 of your grand pesos is worth $3.80. Thank you.
Then we have Mike Prestige with the New Zealand 349. No question, but he has his
beautiful
under.
country.
Hell yeah. Then we have Fastadul again with the Indonesian currency with the 100,000. Will require Camel Valet
services. All right.
Then we have Mike Prestige again with the New Zealand 899. Yo, DCC, how/what do I use to manage the range of coins and profit/losses? Are there any tools I can use to help me and make me smarter in crypto decisions?
You're just going to have to study more and stuff. Like if those tools, the thing is like people have made a lot of tools for themselves, but they're not like commercially viable and not commercially, not being commercially valuable. They just don't want to release it because it's like they're alpha, right? Because they like painstakingly put it together. They probably could make a lot of money if they released it, but they just, they're probably not thinking like that. I mean, it's just really studying, and it is a sort of thing of like seeing how many X's, like the experience, right? Like we know, like, am I going to sell my hex at a 2x profit or 3x profit?
Go get
like,
some cheap hex.
Yeah, it's
go watch old streams of Richard Hart and Discourse Syndicate.
Yeah, like it's just like you have to get a certain amount of. Just be careful. The one thing I will tell you is just be careful hitting the round numbers. Like right now, if like you need a 5 or 10 times in order to hit a number, I think you'll hit that number. But if you need like a 50, 60, 100, like Miguel, I don't want to sell this coin until I have $1 million. Well, what happens if it only hits 700 grand? I've seen that was one of the biggest things I've seen, not just Hexagons do, the entire crypto space. Miguel, I don't know. I don't want to sell until I get 100. I need that 100. Miguel, if I get enough money to buy that house cash. Oh, the house cash one was a huge one. I remember everyone was like, this bag's almost worth enough for me to buy the house. It's like when I get, and it always just right,
a little bit more.
Every time. Let me say this again. $100,000 is a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
$300,000 is a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
$800,000 is a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
$1 million is a lot of money. I knew people that there's allegedly there's a guy that I heard about that borrowed money from the mafia. He borrowed $1 million or $2 million from the mafia. He bought some crypto. He was up $6 million. Didn't listen to anybody. People told him, hey, just pay back the mafia back their fucking money and then just keep the rest of the money and then you can just play around with it. Now it's going to 13. Wow. He didn't hit 13 million. You think I'm lying? You think this sounds stupid? It is stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Very stupid.
Now he's in a hole out in the desert here.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Somewhere in Jersey. Somewhere in Jersey. Somewhere in the East Coast.
Allegedly.
A
friend of mine.
Cement boots.
To tell you the truth, I haven't heard him. I haven't heard about him.
Oh,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't borrow money from the mafia, guys. Next one.
Then we got Slaptical with the 10 New Zealand. Do you think as each cycle goes on, there will be less gains /X's per average for crypto projects, or will there always be a 10 to 30x plays?
There'll always be 10 to 30, but yes, the majors are going to start slowing down just because there's a lot of big numbers. Like it just takes more and more money to get the prices higher. But there's always going to be what's going to happen in the future is like I think this is more in the 2030s, early 2030s, is we're going to go more in sectors. Like gaming's going bananas. Oh, oil's going, it's going to be just like the stock market where like the oil sector is kind of down right now. The L1s are going crazy.
It has its seasons.
Utility, it's going to be a lot like that. So You're like at one point the L1s are going bananas and stuff. The Ethereum and Bitcoin are slugging behind. GameFi's going crazy. Casino coins are fucking always making money. The liquor industry's it's going to be a lot of that, I'd imagine.
And the market is eventually going to start to calm itself down. It's not going to be as volatile as far as the blue chips go.
Yeah,
like I said, you're going to have your obscurities, you're going to have your altcoins that are going to be there's higher risk, the penny stocks, you know, of crypto, and you're always going to have that to go degen in, play with, and whatever. But the blue chips are going to be the blue chips, and they're going to start to stable off a little bit.
Yeah. So but we're here now. We're paying attention, and the thing is too, like, let's just say, in the Pulsechain ecosystem, you're always going to know some micro caps, or you might the majors. Like, there's just always something you're going to be here paying attention. And this is the bonuses. You're here right now. If you stick with it in 30 years, right? Or not 30 years, but like in 10 years from now, right? The amount of just these little nuggets you picked up over the years, you'll know things that people won't even think about knowing, that you will only get from experience and stuff. And that's kind of the power. Like, me and RG will always have the experience of the 2017 market and the 21 market, and this next 25, 24 market, and then the 29 market, and then the 2034 market.
Whoa, easy. You're getting me out there.
Yeah. We're just by the 34 market, we're rolling this guy in a wheelchair. But but he's like, hey,
come on, longevity. Let's go.
Bribe successful. That's right.
I'll live to be 200 years old.
Hey, that might be possible.
That's
it might be possible. I always one thing I always said as a kid, my parents was like when my mom was like, I think I'll make it to 8. My mom just being, I was like, Mom, shut up. So my mom was like playing games with me, like making me feel sad. Then I was like I'm at least making it to 150. 150. Like, I was like, yeah. I've been saying that since I was a little kid. $150 at least,
$150, 200.
Because it'd be so cool to be like watch. I'd be like, I was born in the 1900s.
Oh wow! Yeah.
I made it to the 2000s, and I'm in the 2100s and stuff. Just like, when were you born? In 1991. Yeah.
Okay, then we have Hexatino with the 599 euros. Hello from Cyprus, people. It's okay to sell, let's say, 10% of my coins on the way up and then rebuy the coin, or just hold?
You definitely can. You definitely can, but
case dependent.
There does come a point in time where the coin may not go back down to a price, or like if you're selling the local top and then it comes down, cool, but you have to be careful where because it never holds a local top. It'll always go down a little bit, right? But the problem is like it may not go as low as you think it will. So what'll happen is during parts of the bull run, the drops lessen, where like it's only 40% drops maximum, maybe 60 if it's bad. I think Richard used to say this back in the day, where most coins are like 80% would end it basically for like their bull run or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's just the sort of thing where like what'll happen is as things get more bullish, the volatility actually goes down a little bit to the downside. Where, like, I remember there's some coins, they only drop 20%. They stay there boring and then they pop off again. So you have to be careful. You have to be like, greed's good and greed's bad. So you have to be careful. So this is why getting the positions today, getting positions now, is because even if you do a little fuck up like that, 10%, you can make up 10%. Yeah. But selling 70, 80, like this one, like it's gonna hurt. Like I talked to guys back in the day, like they're like, man, I'm out of position. I'm out of position right now. And they bought back smaller bags, but they still caught a good chunk of the ride, but it hurts because like, Miguel, I had a bag like this. I don't have it anymore. Remember that guy's like, I sold all my Hex. Remember like those classic videos?
Yeah, and it ran away from him like within a week.
Yeah.
That's what excites me about Hex, is that we can see it drop 99% and still have strong fundamentals and still start to pump and still come back and watch what it does in bull market. If Hex hasn't proven itself to everybody this bull market, let's just say this bull market, it does $1.50, $2, whatever. Yeah. I mean, I'm calling on $1, man. I'm thinking it's going to go to $1.
I think you're right on that.
I would like to see it to go $1, and then if it does that, it's really, really proven itself, because 5 years of flawless operation, 99% down in one of the worst bear markets ever, and then boom, pops back up, does a new all-time high, 2x's its all-time high. I mean, that would prove. I mean, what can you say about a crypto like that after that?
It's going to be the third. Like, this is like, and this is too. I had this whole big debate with the XRP. Like, I personally want XRP to do good, because I want the people who've been bag holding it for a long time to make some money. That'd be nice. But it sucks to be them, right? But they're like, I got like XRP, like Hex hasn't moved recently and stuff. And I explained to them, look, Hex is going into its second cycle. The 21 cycle was its first cycle. Okay. XRP has existed since 2012. 2012. And they were selling shares and stuff back in 2011. So existence since 2012. It's 2024. Now, 2017, they killed it. 21, they did nothing basically. And so far, nothing again. I mean, and the thing is, their big hope is basically that
they're like the heroes of crypto right now.
Yeah. And,
they're still
mostly because they get dum-dums and they're getting a lot of institutional money to buy up, and then they sell, just doing the old Chainlink move. Chainlink does this a lot, is that if $1 million of volume comes in, we'll sell $990,000 of our coin and just keep it flat. Nice. I see Chainlink did that the entire 21 part of the bull run. They let it run in 2020, and in 2021 they sold. It only did a 3x. Every coin went bananas. Did 10x's, 50x, 20x, did 3x. Peak to bottom for the year. Yeah, they fucked up. And then they said, and then in November, at the peak of Bitcoin, look it up. November of 2021, you guys were officially done selling Chainlink. You were selling Chainlink? And then from there, when they said that, the price went like this.
Slid right off the freaking hot dog. The mustard slid off the hot dog.
But what we did is that, we sold enough Chainlink in order to open corporate offices in 50 countries and stuff. And now we're strategic partners with the World Economic Forum. Oh, that's nice. With the bug eaters. That's nice. Cool.
Look at I did.
Yeah. But Chainlink is super important. Like, I'm not going to fade Chainlink because it's important. But like, I have a feeling if it does one good year, the next year it's not going to be so hot. So if they may just fuck you the whole bull market, or maybe like this year they do good. If history repeats itself, it's going to do okay this year. Next year, nothing. Or they fuck you for the whole year, and then 25 they finally run. They're going to fuck you somewhere. They're going to get you.
Not me.
But there you go. But thank you guys so much for joining us. Make sure to use the link. The link's in the description below. Go to the event. You want to see us live. Me and Charlie, I'll be talking about it every stream and stuff like that. But where can people find you, RG?
They can find me on the Twitters at Captain RG3. Also on TikTok and Instagram, Captain RG3. We're doing a TikTok now.
Okay.
And then you can go to our YouTube channel, which is Discourse Syndicate. We are the oldest running Hexagon community stream. On Friday nights, we call it the Effing Hangout. We let everybody come on the stream, and that's it. Captain RG3 on all things, she says. Yes, that's the producer, a Wild SJ. If you guys have anything that you want to bring to us, or you want us to have a show with somebody wants to interview or whatever, you can bring it to SJ. She's the producer of the show. And
are you guys still doing the Friday show as well?
Yep, Friday night hangout, Effing Hangout on Fridays. We still do that, and then Mondays I do Chatting with the Captain, and Wednesdays I do Chatting with the Captain. And I'm going to be interviewing presidential candidate Dr. Shiba.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Next here in the next few days.
Oh, one big recommendation I give to you guys, if you guys are just wanting to start out streaming and you guys want, I would 100% recommend you guys come to that Friday night hangout.
Yeah, Friday night hangout. It's
almost every prominent Hexagons, that's where they got their start.
That's where they got their start.
Whether they admit it or not.
Whether they admit it or not.
Really.
Yep, some of them don't even admit it. But yeah, we birthed pretty much the whole community of streamers, and we're proud of that. We ain't the biggest channel, but we're the oldest, and we love you the most.
And they will be here no matter how.
We'll be here no matter what.
How many barnacles are on the ship? It doesn't matter. They're staying here.
Don't matter.
One Piece ain't ending. And I just want to tell you guys, Crypto Mindset launches on January 26th.
Oh shit!
Woo! We'll be live in Miami there and stuff like that. But if you want to get in early, be inside the Citadel. The Citadel and the current Mindset course will be able to get in early. Everyone else is going to have to wait. So there you have it, man. But thank you so much, Kyle. Later, you guys.
See you guys.
Peace.
You didn't have to cut me off.